Are you ready? Hello and welcome to the final day at the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships here in beautiful Perth. I'm joined by Ella Nelson at the desk with me and Mossy and Robbo on the outside. Ella, welcome.
Thanks, Lynchy. We've had plenty of action already on the track this morning with the men and women's 800s. Let's see how they played out earlier this morning.
Here we go on the track now, the under-20 men's final. Deng, Hintz, Scott, McAuliffe, Flanagan, Anstey, Barber and Patterson. 1:49.50 is the qualifier they need. Two athletes have it, Deng and Barber. If any of those win, they're automatically going to Poland. Here we go. We are away. Heats for this last night. Athletes to watch here, Deng in 2 and Barber out in 8. Now, these two athletes might want to slow the pace down a little bit. They've already got qualifiers. All they need to do is win the race. But if anyone can run 1:49.50 and take the win, they might find themselves over to Bydgoszcz. We see down the back straight, the New South Wales athlete Lanigan. He's been awfully close to that 1:49.50. I think he's running the 1:49.50 and between 1:49.50 and 1:49.60 quite a few times. So he'd be hungry to get that qualifier. There's Barber on his outside, Jack Anstey, Ryan Patterson, and the New Zealand athlete Hintz. So at the moment, our two qualifiers, Barber at the front and Deng right at the back. But Deng has got a 1:48.9 in him. He did it at the Hunter Track Classic when he came fourth, going through the bell just a tick over 55 seconds. But it is still Lanigan out in front, Barber and Patterson. Deng's going to have to start making a move if he wants to go to the World Under-20 Championships. He's got a lot of work to do. He's about 5 metres off the front of the pack there. It's still Lanigan. And on his shoulder, Barber, Patterson and Anstey right in there. Anstey's done the 1500 before, but Barber now starting to move. Deng working his way through the field. Still a long way back, but Barber 200 metres from home and he's turning it on. Ryan Patterson now moving into second place. Anstey up to third. Deng working hard. He's got a big kick on him. He did this at the Hunter Track Classic, but Lachlan Barber, he's entered the home straight and he is strong. Ryan Patterson there in second. Jack Anstey in third. Deng fighting hard, but Barber, this is Barber's race. He's done enough and he's going to take it out. 1:48, 1:49.01. He is going to the World Under-20 Championships and he is absolutely stoked. Obviously really good mates with Ryan Patterson there, the younger brother of Zach Patterson. He took control of that race.
And here are the results. We've got Lachlan Barber taking it out and booking his spot to the World Under-20 Championships with a 1:49.00. Ryan Patterson in second, Jack Anstey in third. And it was just a great race from all the boys. You can see two of them getting under at that 1:50. So close to the qualifier for Patterson. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the guys decide to do with Joseph Deng, who finished 5th with the other World Under-20 qualifier. Let's go down to Robbo, who will be with the winner.
Thank you very much, Ella. Yes, very, very exciting scenes down here. Lockie Barber, he came into the competition with a few qualifiers already. Got another one for good measure, and you got the win, all importantly, today, mate. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm stoked. It's been a really up and down season for me, so I just came out here with, you know, a little bit of, well, not really any expectations, but just hoping to, you know, get a win, and got it. So I'm pretty stoked, yeah.
Good job done. And mate, you've got yourself a ticket on the bus to Bydgoszcz, and you get yourself a little Polish flag in through here. Can you spell Bydgoszcz? You want to have a crack at it?
Oh, Bydgoszcz.
You have come very, very close there. One letter off. We'll let you keep working on it, mate. But well done once again. Great stuff on that run, and we look forward to cheering you on in July at the World Under-20 Champs. Congratulations.
Our away in the under-20 800-metre final for the women. From the inside for photo, Ryan, Hansen, Billings, Amy Harding-Deleuze, Lily Harding-Deleuze, Jessica Pascoe and Winkup. And down to the back straight, it looks like Georgia Hansen, the Victorian, wanting to take control of the race. Hansen and Billings. There we go for photo. Ryan, Hansen, Billings, Deleuze, Harding-Deleuze, Pascoe and Winkup. There's only 2 athletes in this field that already have secured that World Under-20 Championships qualifier. It's 2.07.1. Sarah Billings run a 2.05.77 and Georgia Hansen a 2.07.08. So those 2 athletes just need to win, and they've made their way to Bydgoszcz in Poland. But if anyone else can win it and run under the 2.07.1, they can find their way to the championships. That's Amy Harding-Deleuze. She won the 1500 earlier this week at the championships, and her twin sister Lily, stride by stride behind her. As you can see, the 2 other qualifiers, Hansen and Billings. But it looks like Amy Harding-Deleuze wants this qualifier. She wants to go for the 8 and the 15. As we can see, Billings on the outside running wide. Lily and Amy, the twins, still in there. And then Georgia Hansen now with 300 metres to go, working their way down the back straight. It's a big pack of 4 athletes there. We got Amy at the front, Georgia Hansen, Sarah Billings. No one really wanting to kick up the pace here. As we go 200 metres to go now. Very, very tight. A little bit of a stumble there from Amy at the front. Sarah Billings on her outside. Starting to move. Hansen tucked in behind with Lily Harding-Deleuze in the back of the pack. And as they enter the home straight, that's Billings on the shoulder of Amy. Billings just needs to win. Amy needs to run under 2.07. And now Georgia Hansen on the outside, finding a bit of extra pace. Amy, Lily Harding-Deleuze, Lily coming up the inside. Amy just holding on. Sarah Billings is there as well. Oh! I think that might be Sarah Billings. May have just dipped in front. 2.07.24, the unofficial winning time.
They work together across the first leg. There it is, Sarah Billings is the national champion. 2.07.23. And with the qualifier, that should see her.
That's Billings on the shoulder. As we come into the home straight, there's a pack of 4 athletes. Billings on the outside. Looked like she had it won there, but just Georgia Hansen, the other girls fighting hard. Lily Harding-Deleuze at the back, working around. Georgia Hansen there, needing to win. On Sarah Billings. Sarah Billings just in the last step, stealing the victory, and she's booked her ticket to the World Under-20 Championships. I think that.
What a cracker of a race that was. That was just absolutely fantastic. Such strong running from Sarah Billings, really coming home there super well with 2.07.23 to take out the win. And it was really great to see both the twins, Amy and Lily Harding-Deleuze, working together to get 2nd and 3rd. It's a shame that the girls didn't sneak under that qualifying time, but massive congrats to Sarah Billings, who has booked her ticket on the way to the World Under-20s. And Robbo, you're with Sarah right now.
I am. Thank you very much, Ella. Yes, Sarah Billings joins me, and she has booked that ticket on the bus to Bydgoszcz. And Sarah, congratulations. There's your flag. Well done on that run. Tell me, how was the conditions out there today? How was that race? It was a tight finish.
It was pretty hot and windy, but I don't know, I just tried to stick just behind the front girls and then hopefully have a kick at the end. That was sort of my tactic. Great
work, and you've run a little bit quicker in the lead up. You've got that qualifier 2.05, but what does it feel like now? You've booked that ticket. You can now prepare for the World Under-20 Championships. How does that make you feel?
It feels crazy. I just, the start of the season I was injured, so I didn't start my racing season till end of January, so I was happy to make it to here, and yeah.
Well, we can't wait to cheer you on your journey over towards Bydgoszcz in Poland. Well done once again on your run today. There you go, Sarah Billings, and back up to you guys.
Thank you, Robbo. Good to see we've got 2 more people on the bus to Bydgoszcz.
What an exciting few races they just were.
Yeah, it is certainly filling up, and those two who did take it out, the two Victorians, they were the favourites running in, did have the fastest times bet as we join ourselves down. Plenty of junior action. And we've got the triple jump, a Western Australian, a young swan. Very handy triple jump. Hopefully he was watching the triple jump last night at the Perth Track Classic.
Getting inspired.
Owen Jones jumping out there in the mid-16s, which is some very long triple jumping. And there's a start list there. Radakovic, Hansen, Schmidt, Miles, Mullen, Bloomfield, Murphy, Wigelli, Anderson, Simovic. And there's a few more still to come. Good spread of states there. And Joshua Cowley. Joshua Cowley's already got some medals in the long jump. Maybe he can sort himself out some medals in the triple jump. Looks like 13 metres might have been the jump there from the young fella from WA, which is pretty handy for these 15-year-old athletes. Gold medals on the line here. No qualifiers yet for these young athletes. They've got to wait a couple of years before they're age eligible to go to any of those world titles. It's just pride and medals.
Bragging rights.
That is correct. We see our Victoria now on the runway. Nice jumping there.
It's pretty windy here today, Lynch.
Yeah, he's getting the white flag for legal tailwind, but we're not sure what it's doing. It was little bit early this morning. We did have some heats of the 100s and 200s, and they unfortunately were getting some headwinds.
Even up to minus 3.5 in one of the girls' 200-metre heats.
That's not
not ideal,
no,
really.
Not at all.
Hopefully it comes down for the finals later on, and again, you can see the flag. It's really inconsistent, so hopefully these boys can get some good wins and get some big jumps in. We'll just have to wait and see.
12.06 there for the last Victorian. And this looks like Simovic on the runway now.
Third place, recipient of the bronze medal, time 2:07.36 to the New South Wales.
Oh, very handy phases there. Nice jumping. Just losing it a little bit as he came towards his jump. Obviously, it is a hop, a step, and a jump. Wait to see what Simovic can get up on the board. 12.47.
7.23 seconds representing Victoria, Sarah Billings. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the Australian Junior Championship medal.
There's Josh Cowley, the Queenslander. Oh, good speed down the runway. I think that's a red flag, unfortunately. But that looked like a big jump. That could have been the winning jump. He might need to just get that little bit on the board. Like Ella said before, very inconsistent wind.
It's a shame when they only just maybe scrape their foot over the black line there.
It does make it tough. We said the other night, you're sprinting down the runway to hit a 20-centimetre board, and you're trying to get as close as you can to the edge of it.
Got to be so accurate.
Speed, accuracy, and power. These triple jumpers. Very tough on the body, too, for these young guys. A lot of impact going through the joints, through the bones. He just has a chat with his coach. See what he needs to do to make sure he doesn't get another foul on the board. You don't want to finish with all those fouls. Nothing worse than 3 fouls in the first 3 rounds. And that's your jump over. We see the whole... Not sure what a group of flags is called, but that is what it would look like. Well, now we have the starters in the under-15 800 women's. Rutherford, Mitchell, Pugh, Klein, Gardner, Makajini, Rickson and Lavin. Meet record for this race, 2:11.49 in 2014 by Heidi Demio. National record, 2:02.49 by Georgie Clark. That is a ridiculous Australian record. So with the 15s and 16s age group, as well as the 17s and 18s, they will have the same national record. So they just take the under 16 national record for the 15s, and they take the under 18 national record for the 17s.
6, New South Wales, Imogen Gardner. 7, Victoria, Gigi Makajini. 8, from the ACT, Eliza Rickson. 9, from Victoria, Georgia Lane.
See a lot of nervous movement there before the starter calls them up.
And this is that time. Tams was saying last night a few times she's thought about running away from the track while she's lining up for an 800.
I do not blame them. 800 is a tough event.
When was the last time you did an 800, Ella?
Little athletics, and I'm pretty sure I walked during the 8. So impressive.
Any distance over 400 metres, I used to put my lollies in my number and then just walk around.
That's not bad.
I knew I was going to spend a lot of time out on the track then.
I'm sure none of these girls have lollies in their tops.
We are away cleanly from the inside the Queensland at Rutherford. Mitchell, Pugh, Klein, Gardner, Makajanini, Rickson and Lavin. And they are coming around to merge across, and that's Rutherford, the Queenslander. And then the ACT athlete, Eliza Rickson. Those two are going to lead the athletes through the first 200 metres. The pace not super quick. All the girls within only a few steps of each other. As we see a little Victorian there, Georgia Lavin settling in behind the ACT athlete.
300 metres travel. Straight for the second to last time.
So there's Rickson in the front, Lavin, the other Victorian, Makajanini and Rutherford tucked in on the rail. Still a tight pack there. Pugh, the lone West Australian. Now moving up into third place, girls going through 65.94. They're on the final lap in the under 15, 800 metres. Some big moves there from the back of the pack. Still the ACT athlete Rickson, Lavin and Rutherford. No one really snatching this victory yet. We can see Lavin now wanting to move past. Rickson still holding her off. Someone is going to have to turn on the speed shortly if they want to steal this win. See Makajanini now moving up into second, hunting down Rickson. They're starting to wind it up there. The New South Wales athlete on the outside as well. Caitlin Klein moving into third. Makajanini now having the lead. Winding it up, entering the home straight. She turned on the pace very, very early. And it's now Klein moving into second place. Can she do? Rickson's responding. Makajanini is going to take out the win. She won the 400 previously, and she's done the double. Makajanini, 2:12.49. Rickson in second place, and Caitlin Klein from New South Wales finishing with the bronze. Using that 400 metre speed.
It's great to see a lot of the younger athletes doing a few events, whether it's like a 4-8 double or a long triple double, getting as much track time as they can.
Yeah, well, if you're from Victoria, it is a long way to fly to Perth. But there you see Makajanini turning it on with just over 150 to go. See one of our para-athletes just not looking the right way as he crosses the road.
That was a close call.
Very close, but luckily didn't cause any issues there in these 800 metres, and Makajanini only had the finish line in her sights. Maybe her hero might be Tamsin. Tamsin was a good 8-4 double, and we've got Robbo with the winner.
Thank you, Lynchy. I've got Gigi down here at the moment. She's just reflecting on that win there at the moment. Gigi had to work pretty hard for that one. It's pretty warm out here, as we've been saying already on the stream, but how was it for you today?
It was pretty hard, very hot. Just had to keep with them, and then I just gave it all I got in the last 150.
Yeah, very good. And you're going to be getting that gold medal very, very shortly. What does that mean to you to be the Australian champion?
Pretty exciting. I guess all my hard work and training has paid off, and yeah, it means a lot.
All right, well, there you go. Very, very happy Gigi down here at the finish line. Well done. Another win for the Victorians, and back up to you guys.
Thank you, Robbo.
What a great little speaker she is.
Yeah, she's done well. It's a lot of pressure there getting chucked on the mic straight after the win, but it's good to see.
Especially when you're still trying to catch your breath as well.
Yeah, it's only the under 15, so she's only 14 years old. Maybe not even 14 yet.
Yeah.
We
Great
can see
run
the athletes
and
there
great speaker.
warming up for the under 16 800 metres. That'll be up very, very shortly. National record for that one, like we said before, 2:02.49. You can see a big range of field there, but there it is. Gigi Macjanini, 2:12.46. Rickson, who did most of the work at the front, 2:14.53. Caitlin Klein, 2:14.87. It's been a long couple of days. Been here since Tuesday. This is when the Australian Junior Athletics Championships for 2016 began. It's been a long day, long week for the parents, for the athletes, for the team managers, for the officials. Got to thank those officials. It's been hard work for the live stream team as well. It's all come together for a great meet. So we can see the start list there. Sophie O'Sullivan, Chantel Yelland, Melanie Smart, Keely Small, Leah Simpson, Amy Atkinson, Amy Flower and Lara Crouch. Meet record 2:07.52, which is pretty quick as well.
Yeah.
Now, Sophie O'Sullivan is actually the daughter of Sonia O'Sullivan. And Sonia O'Sullivan came second at the Sydney Olympics in the 5,000 metres.
Amazing. So it's in her genes.
It's in her genes. She's only going a little bit shorter, but
maybe in the future.
Maybe one day. She came fourth in the 1500. And I think Sonia might be out there in the crowd somewhere cheering her along. After the heats, Melanie Smart did have the quickest time. As we are away again from the inside, O'Sullivan, Yelland, Smart, Small, Simpson, Atkinson, Flower and Crouch. And it is Melanie Smart with the number 4 on her hip, doing the early hard work to get to the front. Keely Small, also a very handy runner there. Tucked in to second place in the Queenslander, Yelland. Pack's starting to stretch out a little bit. Lara Crouch now tucking into second place. It looks like this could be a little bit quicker than the previous race. They want him to turn on the speed a little bit early. There's no one running across the track there this time. That's good.
Great to see.
So it's Smart, Crouch and Small, with Atkinson tucked into fourth place and O'Sullivan there. We're going through the bell, 63.88. Now Smart turning up the speed. She's heard the bell and she wants to run it home. Starting to gap the field. Looks like it's going to be a fight for the minor medals if they don't hurry up and try and bridge that gap. That's Keely Small trying to go with Lara Crouch. Still in second place, Yelland. So it's two Queenslanders fighting out for third and fourth. Looks like they're starting to come back a little bit. Smart gone very early. We'll see what we can go through. Around 150 metres away. It was a bold move to go so early, and it might pay off. Yelland now moving past Crouch into third place, and they've got Keely Small in their sights as we come into 100 metres to go. The gap's not as big as it was before. Smart trying to hold on, but Keely Small, here she comes. The ACT athletes found another gear. And Melanie Smart might get swamped here from the Queenslanders, but Keely Small, there we go, 2:09.61. Smart just holding on to the silver medal. Looks like Lara Crouch may have taken bronze. bronze.
What an impressive kick for the last 50.
Yeah, she really did well there. I'm sure Melanie Smart kick at the bell wouldn't have fallen into Keely Small's race plan.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I think Smart almost would have thought she had it in the bag there, and then Small just with that kick.
And here we go. Look at the gap there with only 120 metres left. Melanie Smart almost starting to paddle to home, and then Keely Small just finds this extra gear. And the gap that she had got it to the finish line. That is a PB for Keely Small. There's some very handy running, and Smart just getting swamped by Crouch, but holding on for that bronze medal. She did some work early. And we've got Robbo trackside with the ACT winner, Keely Small.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. Yes, indeed, I do have Keely here. Keely, care to reflect on that win there and bagging that national championship? How was it?
Yeah, I did pretty well in that race. I thought I was feeling pretty bad on the second lap, but then I started to dig deep and have my determination, and I seemed to have worked, and I pushed it down the straight, and I think that did that really well.
Very good. And what's the vibe been like in the camp ACT? Long way from home for the week. How's it all been?
Yeah, it's been pretty long distance, but all the ACT here to support, and it's good to have every other state supporting as well.
Excellent work. Well done on that great win there once again. Look forward to seeing you getting that gold medal round the neck very, very shortly. Mossy, I believe you've got an update over there at the shot put, mate.
Thanks very much, Robbo. I can tell you what, it's very hot down here. There is a range I'm giving you today. It's been hot, very hot, stinking hot, and unbelievable. 34 degrees right now, and we're into round 2 of the shot put. Now, the boy from Curry, the New South Wales boy, Aidan Harvey, he's out in front at the moment. 16.19. He looks to be the clear contention for the gold today, as well as Jack Redmond from Queensland with a 15.04. So far, with just one round gone, it looks like it's the New South Wales boy, Aidan Harvey, who's going to take out this shot put, but there's still plenty to come.
Oh, it's not a bad put there from Aidan Harvey. That's the athlete they mentioned, but there on the screen are the official results. Very tight there for second, third and fourth.
Dominant display from Small there.
There's Aidan Harvey getting another good put out there. The boy from Curry, as Mossy said. Obviously loving the hot weather. Not sure what kind of weather they like for shot put. I'm sure they wouldn't mind a bit of shade out there, though, so they can sit down and relax and recover between their throws. It's a big one from the Queenslander as well. Getting it out there. Redmond. And we might have a West Australian up next.
Smile for the camera.
He doesn't know what to do now that the camera's still there.
He knows it's there.
He knows it's there. Oh, just have a drink. Oh, well, there, it's still there. Hopefully they've been spurred on by the heroics of Damien Birkenhead lately.
Oh, most definitely. Damo has been throwing at some huge shot puts lately.
Yeah, so Damo went to the World Juniors in 2012.
2012, yeah.
Got a bronze.
Yeah, over in Barcelona. Great competition from him, and he's really been picking up the pace ever since then, really. Throwing really well over in Glasgow.
I think this year was one of his first years over, well, this season, first over 20 metres, and now he's made his way over to 21, which is just some huge throwing, only 5 centimetres off his coach's national record.
I'm sure that one will be in his sights.
I'm sure his coach, Scott Martin, won't mind that he's coached the athlete who's taking his record.
If there's going to be a way for someone to take your record, I think that's the way to have it.
You can still lay some kind of claim to it. If you can't throw it yourself, you might as well make someone else do it. Looks like everyone's just fighting for that little square of shade.
Yeah. As Mossy said before, it's 34 degrees out here, and we're going to reach a top of 36.
There's the starters there. Jarno Vanderlyn, James Joycey, Mackenzie Cooper, Aidan Harvey and Jack Redmond in the under-18 shot put. They'll be throwing the 5 kilo shot put in this age group. As you see some of those throws getting just around that 14, 15 metre mark. I think the world record is way out over that 24 metre mark from Jack O'Gill.
Massive.
Which is just ridiculous.
New Zealand athlete?
Yeah, won the World Juniors when he was 15, I think, turning 16, which is just crazy. Bolt-esque, winning it so young.
He often comes out to Australia to do some comps. It's always good to see Jack around our Australian tracks.
And does some good YouTube videos too.
Oh, most definitely.
Chili man. He's a crazy man in the gym.
Has his own gym.
In his house, yeah.
A luxury that not all of us can have, but
no.
Jack makes the most of it.
We've got some more events on the track now. Lots of finals. Here we go. Royce Ramsey, Paul Stavaji, Mac Anderson, Nathan Henderson-Walls, Brandon Ford, Aidan Ross, Conover Ogilvie, Blake Nielsen, Adam Bronch, Charlie Watkins and Nicholas O'Brien. They are your starters in the under 14 1500 metres. The meet record for this event, 4:16.08, done in 2006 by Tom Simmons. That's just back-to-back-to-back finals. We've got some hundreds coming up, and also some 200s, a few more 1500s, and then some relays on the track. And a bit going on in the field too. We have the under-20 men's jav and the under-20 women's high jump.
Both will be having athletes trying to qualify for Poland.
That's right.
Over at the World Under-20 Championships.
Men's under 14 1500 metre final on the start line. Cross of the back straight. Let's use our 11 athletes once we get underway with the record by Tom Simmons of Queensland. 4 minutes 16.08 seconds in 2006. The final under 14 men's 1500 metres.
Off now in the under 14 1500 metre final. Again from the number one, Royce Ramsey, Stavaji, Anderson, Henderson-Walls, Ford, Ross, Ogilvie, Nielsen, Brunch, Watkins and O'Brien. Royce Ramsey from Queensland with the number one, coming into the field with the fastest seed time, 4:26. Bit of a height difference out there in this race.
Yeah, you often see that in the younger age groups. Some of the boys growing a lot earlier than others. And it kind of evens out around the under 18s, I find.
Certainly does, but yeah, sometimes see in this race, O'Brien from Victoria, an absolute giant out there.
Towering over the other boys. Let's see what his long legs can do in this 15.
We see the South Australian boy, Aidan Ross, decided this pace is too slow. He's already gone with 3 laps to go, 1,200 metres, and he's taking the race in his own hands. We've got an athlete who's brave enough to go with him. It's like one of the West Australian boys.
Drop the accelerator, put the hammer down.
Charlie Watkins is going to go into him, and he's blown the race apart. Aidan Ross stretching them out. There's only about 5 metres between the field. Now it's stretched all the way out.
About 30 metres.
About 30 now. And Charlie Watkins moving up into the lead. This is 2 WA boys. Ford now tucked in behind Ross. And the tall man of O'Brien in 4th. The pace looks like it's slowed down again. It is a bit windy out there. And we'll see what Ross does when he gets to the bell. And when he gets to the lap counter with 2 to go, maybe he's going to kick every time he goes past the finish line.
I like the idea of that.
And we got Robbo trackside. Robbo, what are the conditions like down there?
Yeah, hot and windy down here. Just 800 metres to go here now as we see them come around. 2 laps to go, and we see Watkins, Ross, Ford and O'Brien. It's WA, South Australia, Victoria out in front at the moment. The boys look like they're working pretty hard at the moment. Yes, it is hot, it is windy, and they've got 700 metres of pain left to go. Let's see how this one finishes.
Thanks, Robbo. WA again with 2 in that front pack. Watkins and Ford. Ross and O'Brien. Looks like Ford now wanting to take up the pace. Ross won't let him get away. O'Brien still holding on. as you can see, they're very, very windy. The starter stand blowing over. Hopefully not affecting any of those runners. Might need to get some officials out there to sort that out. But as you can see, the wind very, very strong. The flags in the background blowing around, which makes it tough 1,500 metre running. But the local boys, they've run at this track a few times. They know what conditions to look for.
They know what to expect.
They do know what to expect. This is their hometown. Well, if they're from Perth, but it's their home state championships. Watkins on the outside, Ford on the inside, the South Australian Ross still there. Watkins getting the bell, 3:25 through for that first 1,100 metres. O'Brien still trying to hold on to this front pack, but it's Watkins, Ross and Ford. That was that move earlier by Ross that blew this race apart, and Ross, he deserves to get a medal here. He's made this race happen, but it's Watkins doing all the work at the front. Fingers crossed. The officials have got control of that stand there. There it is. It's upright this time. But with 200 metres left, Watkins, who dared to go with Ross when he kicked, still holding the lead. Ford worked his way from the back of the pack to the bronze medal. They're entering the home straight for the final time. The meet record won't be in danger, but Ross finding another gear. He kicked at the bell. He kicked with 400 metres into the race, and he's found a second gear, a third gear, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and he's turning on the pace, and he will take out the win. Aidan Ross from South Australia, 4:35.11. Charlie Watkins, second, and fellow West Australian Brandon Ford in third. Nick O'Brien there hanging on for fourth place. The boys just stoked it's over.
Such smart running from Ross at such a young age.
Yeah.
Like getting behind the boys when they had to break the wind and just kicking at the right time.
And look at this, just holding on to Watkins. Watkins doing all the hard work into the wind, then entering the straight, finding that arm speed, the leg speed, grit the teeth and just work his way to the finish line. And he's done enough to win the under 14 1,500 metres. And we got Robbo with the medalists.
Righto, here's the boys. Come on in, boys. They're in Indian file. Spread around here a little bit, boys, so we can see you. That's it. Well done, Aidan. You got the win there, mate. It was pretty tough work. I watched you guys go around with 800 metres to go. How was it in the closing stages?
Oh, I was very nervous. I was so nervous. I had Ford running after me. I had Charlie in front of me. Oh, that was amazing.
What about, I love the group hug there at the finish there. They've got the WA boys getting on the podium as well. How was it for you, Charlie?
Tiring. That last 100, he just caught me. Didn't have that speed at the end. It's hard.
And what about with yourself, Mr. Ford?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's hard to keep up with these two. Hard enough not to dying out there, so, yeah.
Loved it, boys. Well done once again. Love the sportsmanship at the end as well. There's the group hug. Mossy, a lot of love here on the track, but it's over to you at the shot put, mate.
Repeat here, it is very hot and very windy. But Aidan Harvey from New South Wales, he's bettered. He's 16.75 from round 3. He's just thrown in the fourth round 17.16. Now, he's well out in front of the next competitor from Victoria, James Joycey, who's done a 15.98, which is a PB for him. He was 15.93, so he's starting to find a little bit of form. And Jack Redman from Queensland still with a 15.46. So over here at the men's under-18 shot put, it's still Aidan Harvey from Curry in New South Wales in the lead. Back to you, Lynchy.
Thanks, Mossy. Down there, shot put side, right close to the ring. Good to see Aidan Harvey getting it over that 17-metre mark, and Joycey, maybe he can get over that 16. And there's that race that we just watched. Aidan Ross, 4:35.11. Watkins and Ford finishing in second place and third. 4:36 flat and 4:37.31. Those boys were... I hope to see those three guys all the way through their careers. They seem like some great mates and some great runners.
They really do, don't they? And they spoke so well. So exciting for them all.
Yeah, it's good to see they're still... we gave them a little bit of time to find their breath out there, but like I said, very, very tough running. Not ideal. It's more sprinting conditions today than it is for anything going around the track.
Oh, I most definitely agree with you, Lynchy.
It's hot. It is windy.
The wrong kind of wind, though, for the sprints.
Yeah, at the moment.
We're getting some bulk headwinds.
No, no one wants bulk headies in a sprint. Redmond getting plenty of airtime. He's decided not to face the camera this time while he takes a drink out of his bottle. We've got plenty more action to come, but we're going to go to a break, and you're watching 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
Welcome back to Sunday, the final day of the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. We've got our under-18 men's shot put. Just had the leader, in the circle, Aiden Harvey from Curry, trying to improve on his 17-16. And the other boys out there trying to get as much shade as possible as we come to some more sprints on our program. Big throw there from the West Australian. Talk back, Beachy. I don't have a start. Shouldn't be too many rounds left behind them. The javelin boys warming up with 5 in this under-18 shot. 2, unfortunately, going to go home empty-handed unless we can have a 3-way tie for bronze, which will be very rare indeed.
Not impossible, but rare.
No, not impossible. But in these field events, if they throw the same, the boys downstairs, there's 2 of their arms around each other.
Oh.
They don't want to let go.
They will hold on to this moment for a very long time. Shots on backwards there.
Introducing a presentation for the under-14 men's 1500 metres. Medal to be presented by Mr. Tony Keynes. Right member, Athletics, Australia.
Big launch from the Queensland athlete. In the circle down in the shot.
37.31 seconds, representing Western Australia,
Redmond again, he's a big favourite for the live stream. He's getting plenty of airtime.
recipient of the silver medal.
See our Victorian coming into the circle.
Western Australia.
And that's Joycey. He's thrown 15.98. He's in second place at the moment. Let's see if we can get him over 16 metres. Oh, that's not bad.
Massive.
I think that's a bit bigger. He's happy with it.
That was a big throw.
South Australia, Aiden Ross.
We'll just wait to hear the official results.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the 2016 Australian Junior.
Looks like it could be a 16-metre throw there for the shot put as we cut to the girls under 14 women's shot put. We've got Abigail Graham, Anna Jones, Tiana Lang, Taryn Folletti, Noelle Chitty, Kelsey Mitchell, Charlotte Lowe, Jemima Crosby, Nicola Fogg, Eliza Griffin, Paige Merriman, Hannah Cadden, Alana Pitcher, Grace Turner, Sarah Pickering, Cleo Kenny, Zoe Woods and Emily Witt. 18 starters in this race. The meet record 4:25.83 by Georgie Clark. As you may have heard before, Georgie Clark's name in the under 16 800 metres. Very, very talented young distance runner. Pretty sure she went to the Olympics in Sydney when she was around 15 or 16 years of age. So
incredible.
And especially in those 1500 metre races,
she was messy out there.
Super talent. And yeah, with 18 runners in this race, it could be anyone's game. There's a few of the girls under sub 5. There's a tweet from Chelsea Yench.
Competition kit love at Lululemon Athletics Australia.
Chelsea Yench there last night jumping in the long jump.
6:69.
Finishing second behind a new Australian record from Brooke Stratton.
What a fantastic long jump competition that was.
If you're going to come second, it might as well get beaten by a new national record.
Yeah. And Chelsea finished 1 centimetre off the Olympic qualifier, which fortunately she got a few weeks earlier. And I think it was her second best ever, I heard earlier today.
Yeah, 6:70 in Canberra Track Classic and then 6:69 last night. So
very consistent.
Very consistent.
But Brooke, amazing.
So we just had the boys under 14 1500 go around. It's tough for them, and let's see how these girls can go now. Again, 18 starters, and they're going to sort themselves as they sprint this first 100 metres. From the number 1, Abigail Graham, Anna Jones, Tiana Lang, Taryn Folletti, Noelle Chitty, Kelsey Mitchell, Charlotte Lowe, Jemima Crosby, Nicola Hogg, Eliza Griffin, Paige Merriman, Hannah Cadden, Alana Pitcher, Grace Turner, Sarah Pickering, Cleo Kenny, Zoe Woods and Emily Witt. And it is Cleo Kenny on the outside from Western Australia, taking the pace early. The girls are already stretched out behind her, Woods and Hogg. But it is very early stages, only going through the first 300 metres. No one deciding to kick like the boys under 14s in that first 300 metres. They all seem pretty content with the pace at the moment. But a big, big field. 18, you wouldn't see 18 often in a 1500 metre final, but it's probably a little bit better than running 2 heats of 9 and then having to only maybe kick out 6 athletes. All these girls get to say, I'm a national finalist. They've made their way over to Perth to run in the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. Looks like the pace there starting to slow down as a few more athletes join this long pack. We've got a semi-group of 4 athletes at the front. It is Cleo Kenny, Woods, Hogg, and just another athlete tucked in there, and it looks like Pitcher. Robbo, you are down on the track. What's happening, mate?
Yes, Lynchy. Well, here we go. We're going to see them come up to 2 laps to go. It's getting very exciting. It's not dissipating that heat in that wind, I can tell you what, as we're going to see them come over my shoulder here very shortly. Have a look on their faces. Just see how hard they're working here at the moment, these girls. Trying to look as relaxed and feel as relaxed as possible. And they've got a bit more work to go, these guys. And I'll let you bring them home for us, Lynchy.
Thanks, Lynchy. I just called myself Lynchy. All right, going through 800 in 2:29, 89. And it looks like Hogg now. The 2 New South Wales athletes, Hogg and Pitcher. They're taking the pace. We've got a Queenslander It looks like Kelsey Mitchell now moving up through the pace and into third position with 600 metres left. She's kicking early and she's found her way up into second place. The other girl's doing the early work. She was sitting back. All right, so this isn't the final lap. I'm not sure if you heard the bell, but that was a mistake from the official. So fingers crossed, he's not happy with himself there. Fingers crossed they do know that they have one more lap to go, and hopefully that doesn't affect this race. They do have a lap to go. We've got Kelsey Mitchell there out on her own. She's running. That's not Kelsey Mitchell, it's Anna Jones, the number 2.
With a massive lead.
With a massive lead. Oh, hopefully she knows she's not finished. The girls are still running. Anna Jones out in front, Hogg and Alana Pitcher in first, second and third. But Anna Jones running out down the back straight with 250 metres left. Hopefully the athlete that pulled off there was just unable to finish the race. But with 200 metres left, Anna Jones with a big kick with just over 600 metres left has found herself in the lead, a 20-metre lead back to Hogg, who was well in the pace early.
Looks like Jemima Crosby from Western Australia putting in something in the last lap.
And we've got a big kick here from the Western Australian. Now trying to come back in, but it's Anna Jones, the number 2 from Queensland. She came in with a seed time of 4:48.94, and I think she's going to beat that very easily. The West Australian trying to wind her back up, but Anna Jones will take it out 4:41.20. And the number 8, Jemima Crosby from Western Australia, and Nicola Hogg from New South Wales coming second and third. There, the girls talking about what was going on with the official there. Why did he ring the bell so early? Hopefully it didn't affect them too much. Anna Jones, though, is your Australian under 14 national champion in the 1500 metres.
Congratulations.
And there it is. Look at the gap here. If you look at the back here, Jemima Crosby.
Massive surge.
Massive surge, having to fight through all of that wind. But Anna Jones just too strong in those last 600 metres. See Jemima Crosby creeping into the screen there, as her surge led her all the way to a silver medal. And we have Robbo down with Anna Jones of Queensland, the winner of the under 14 1500 metres.
Thank you, Lynchy. Yes, Anna's here with me right now. How's it feeling, Anna? Is it sinking in that you're the national champion?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Conditions-wise out there, we commented, it's getting hot, it's getting windy out there. You guys are doing it pretty tough. How was it while you're out there on the track?
It was pretty hot, except on the when we had 2 laps to go, the man ran, and it was 1 lap to go, and it was a bit confusing, but I got through. It was okay.
Yeah, okay. Well done once again. We look forward to seeing you getting that gold medal very, very shortly. Well done. I'm sure all the Queenslanders over here will be very ecstatic with your win there. Congratulations. Over to you, Mossy.
Well, thanks, Robbo. The shot put, I've heard the shot put has finished. And it looks like we might have a New South Wales victory over in the shot put. And we've got Mossy down there, trackside. Mossy with the winner, Aidan Harvey.
Yeah, thanks very much, Lynchy. We do have Aidan Harvey here, the boy from Kurri Kurri in New South Wales with his first ever national title. Aidan, you threw a 17.17 today, a little bit shy of your PB at 18.69. How are they coming out?
Not too bad. You know, the back of the circle was a bit slippery, couldn't really do much with it, so just throwing from the front, but apart from that, it was pretty good.
Saw you a number of times in there in the shade with the towel over your head. Did you find it tricky with the heat?
Yeah, it's very hot over in the west, not used to it. Usually got a bit of a breeze over back home, but I just got to handle the conditions you dealt and just did that.
Now, I just mentioned your first ever national title. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. It's just the thing you train for the most, you know. Always come over here and verse the best of the best, and happy to come away with the gold.
Well, there we go. Aidan Harvey, New South Wales boy, your men's under-18 shot put national champion. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much, Mossy. I'm not sure. I don't know much about shot put. Said he was the back of the circle was a little bit slippery in the front. He was using it that the most. But now on the start line we have the under-17 men's 100-metre final from the inside. James Lohman of Queensland, Nabil Khan, New South Wales, Dominic Darko, New South Wales, James Gallagher, Western Australia, Yaden Yang from New South Wales, Jake Doran from Queensland, Byron Hollingworth, Descent, New South Wales, and on the outside from Victoria, Jordan Munyon. Now, the meet record for this, 10.68 from Mitch Felsman, and I remember that race. It was a very big tailwind. I think it was about a 5.2.
Oh, wow.
So that probably won't get touched today with the wind as it is, but the national record is the same as the under-18 national record. It's actually 10.38.
From Jack Hale.
Jack Hale, who ran 10.31 last night to come second. Looks like we're missing James Gallagher out there. He did win his heat, but he seemed to be a bit limpy afterwards. And it may be a recurring issue for him. So that's opened the race wide up. James Gallagher, an absolute junior phenomenon, running 21.73 in the under 14s, which is just ridiculous.
It's massive.
I think that's probably a world's best. I don't think any 13-year-old in history has ever run faster than 21.73. He actually didn't beat it again till he was 15. He went 21.70, which is still pretty fast for a 15-year-old.
Most definitely.
So again, from the inside, Lohman, Khan, Darko. Lane 5 will be empty. No James Gallagher. In 6, Nang. In 7, Doran. 8, Hollingworth, Descent. And in 9, Jordan Munyon.
Let's hope this wind settles down a bit when the boys get on their marks and ready to go.
Yeah, it's really opened the race up. Gallagher ran 11.18 in his heat, and all the other runners are between 11.30 and 11.49 after the heats.
It's only 0.1 separating them all, so expect a blanket finish on this.
We'll see who can work their way through this gale force wind.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're also missing our Victorian on the outside, so there'll only be 6 in this race. Lanes 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, and 8. So really shortening down the field there. 4 from New South Wales and 2 from Queensland. It is a state of origin out there.
The decider.
Who's going to take it out in the under 17 100 metres? And we are away. Darko getting a good start on the inside. Nabil Khan fighting well. But on the outside, the Queenslander, Jake Doran and Nang. It's going to be close between these two. And Yada Nang, I think, just doing enough. 11.15. The wind to minus 0.4. That's pretty handy sprinting. The wind not as big as we thought it was going to be.
Thank goodness.
But it looks like Yada Nang would just dip the Queensland Jake Doran. There, our Adidas replay on the outside. Hollingsworth, Descent and Doran getting a good start. But Yarden Yang from New South Wales coming home super late. And I think Darko just getting up there for the bronze. And we got Robbo trackside with the winner of the under-17 100 metres.
Thank you very much, Lynchy. Yeah, how was that win there? You were pushed all the way. It was a blanket finish. Tell me about the race.
It was good. My start I wasn't too happy with, but my finish was strong, so pretty happy with that.
Good. What about the conditions there? What did we see? The wind getting to a bit of a headwind. How did that affect your race?
I only felt it at the start, but during the race I didn't really feel it. Yeah.
Well done, man. You've taken out that gold medal here today. And how's the championships been for you as a whole? You've come over from the East Coast. Where's home for you?
Sydney, like Chipping Norton.
Yep. So how's it been in Perth? Have you loved it over here?
It's a bit hot. Yeah.
Ready to go back to the milder temperatures on the East Coast. Well, there you go. There's our winner in that race, and we're going to throw it back up to Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you, Robbo. Yeah, it's probably a bit hotter over here than Chipping Norton at the moment. I'd say it's probably here. It's a bit hotter than anywhere else.
In Australia?
In Australia. Except probably maybe more desert of Perth, of Western Australia. There's a lot of Western Australia to discover. I've only seen a small section of Scarborough Beach and maybe a bit of Cottesloe.
Beautiful.
But I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You can see a big crowd here today for our final day.
A few of these might be hopping on the red eye back home to the East Coast.
Like myself.
And me as well. And there's the official results there. Very close there. Nyang 11.14, Doran 11.16, Darko 11.25. Not much between first and sixth. Gallagher and Munyard not starting in that final. Looks like New South Wales was the victor in State of Origin of under 17s.
See the flags down there blowing in the wrong direction to what we would like for these 100 metres. But nonetheless, we're going to see some really fast races as proven by the last one.
Guys still doing well, even though the wind is a bit gusty. But there is our starters, Thomas Semler, Denzel Vatenza-Valai, Ethan Holman, Callum McCarthy, Cooper Wolofsky, Kyle Nicolucci, Jacob Caesar, and Joseph Metcalf.
From Queensland, Joseph Metcalf.
Nicolucci with the fastest seed time coming into the final with 11.07. Let's see if he can sneak under that 11-second barrier.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It'll be tough in these conditions, but it is the National Championships. We'll look for Nicolucci from lane 7. And we are away from the centre of the field. Callum McCarthy getting a good start on his outside, the Western Australian. But Nicolucci, as Ella said, the fastest in the heats. Callum McCarthy coming home late, but Nicolucci just holding on 11.03.
Wow.
Into a negative 1.3. So that's definitely a sub 11 seconds in him.
What a great performance.
Just unfortunate with that win there. Callum McCarthy getting very close. He came in with an 11.12. 11.04. The official winning time there at 11.09 for Callum McCarthy into a minus 1.3 wind. Very, very handy. As you see, Nicolucci getting out early into his running in the first 20 to 30 metres. And it was everyone else's job to catch him. McCarthy coming home super late. Cooper Wolofsky coming in third, but Kyle Nicolucci is your winner, and he's down on the track with Robbo.
He sure is, Lynchy. I've got Kyle here with me now, mate. Care to reflect on that race for me?
I don't know, it's hot out there, so I just wanted to get through it, but it was all right.
Hot and headwinds, that's been the tale of the day. You pushed all the way to the finish there. Did you know you had it when you crossed that line?
I think I did, yeah. I had a look over and saw I was first there, so felt good.
Yeah, you've had a big week as well, mate. What else have you been in so far?
I've done 200, so I didn't make the final on that, but I had a relay and our team got the gold. So.
Well, you've had a great week by the sounds of it, and safe travels back home, back to Victoria. That's another gold medal for the Victorians there. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. Now we've got plenty more to come. We're going to go to an ad break, and we'll be back with some javelin after this.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
To be famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.
Welcome back to the Sunday session, the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. Got some more 100s there. That's the official results for the last race. Nicolucci getting out fast from the blocks and taking the win. 11.04. McCarthy trying to come home late, but not getting there. 11:09, and Cooper Wolowski from WA, the local boy, 11:15. Very handy running into that negative 1.3. I'm not liking these headwinds.
No.
And the fans don't approve of these headwinds either.
No, I don't think so. You can see a few frowns in the crowd there.
Yeah, they want to see fast sprinting. They saw some fast sprinting last night with Trey Williams scalping Matt Shervington and his national under-20 record.
Massive run from Trey.
And he'll be back again in the 200. He's run the heats already this morning, so hopefully we see him in the final. We've got a few more 100s to get through before we head over to those 200 metres. And there you can see those sunny seats are pretty empty at the bottom of the stands. Everyone trying to move back as far as they can. But here's the starters, the under-17 100-metre. Chelsea Coleman, Ella Squires, Letitia Willis, Tamara Houghton, Christy Edwards, Maisie Stevens, Ella Connolly, Riley Day and Jessie Andrew.
Yeah.
And the girl in lane 7, Ella
Connolly. Yeah, she'll be going for her third individual gold of the meet coming into this 100. She ran an absolutely incredible 200 metres with a 23.65 with a plus 3.5. It was windy in the other direction the other day of the 200s, and a 54.1, which is absolutely massive. It would have been a World Junior qualifier, but unfortunately Ella is too young to attend the World Under-20 Championships over in Poland. But yeah, I'm excited to see what she can produce in this 100 metres, and yeah, hopefully it's something
big.
Something big, maybe under 12.
Maybe. She has run under 12, I think, previously. Her and Riley Day went first and second the other way around. Riley Day winning last year in the under 16s, and Ella Connolly coming home late. But these two girls should fight it out for those minor medals. Right, Maisie Stevens and Christy Edwards, but it's all on Ella Connolly. Away, clean start. Ella Connolly getting out well, and she's straight to the lead. Christy Edwards and Maisie Stevens fighting now hard. They're all going to catch Ella Connolly, and I think she's going to do it again. That's her fourth gold medal, including the 4x1. 12.10 into a minus 3.1.
Wow, what an incredible performance. And into a minus 3.1 is definitely a sub-11 run in the body.
Sub-12?
Sub-12. Sub-11.
Right.
I'm getting too excited.
Maybe it is 12.09 there with a negative 3.1. That is huge. That's her fourth gold medal because she was in the 4x1. She's won the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 4x1. Maybe this afternoon she's going to do a 4x4.
Clean sweep of the
As you see here, getting out for a 400 runner. She's quick out of the blocks and straight to the lead. Getting challenged from the inside, Christy Edwards and Tamara Houghton. They will take the minor medals, but it looks like very tight for second and third. But we got Robbo. You've spoken to Ella Connolly a fair bit this weekend, Robbo.
I feel like we're catching up on a daily basis here at the moment. Ella Connolly, 4 gold medals for the championships. Ella, how was that one there today?
Yeah, it was a really good race. There's so many talented girls, so I was so happy to get the win today.
You might have to have a wheelbarrow or an extra suitcase to take all these medals home. What do you think?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, well done. Another gold medal for the Queenslanders. Well done, Ella Connolly. She's had a massive weekend. Round of applause for her, and it's back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo.
What a great...
Absolutely awesome running there from Ella Connolly. She, like next year, she's eligible for the World Under-18 Championships.
Yeah, she's kind of going down the path of what Jess Thornton did in her younger days. Just ran 11.6 over in Townsville with, I think it was a bit windy, but yeah, it was great to see Jess run really quick 100s, quick 2s and quick 4s. So I'm excited to see what Ella can do in the future. That's right. Now, we also caught up with Kim Mickle earlier in the week, and here's what Kim Mickle had to say.
Okay, so we're down here with Kim Mickle, Perth local resident. Kim, welcome to the Australian Junior Athletics Championships. Great to have you here. How are you going?
Oh, great to have you here, I should say. I am the hometown, but yeah, look, I'm stoked that everyone's here. Instead of me having to fly and say g'day, everyone's coming in and saying g'day to me, so it's nice.
So, Kim, I want to ask, how are you travelling?
Yeah, not too bad. The shoulders, like it's a long process. It's a full recon, so obviously it's pretty much 9 months that I've got until I want to be 100%, and from that surgery, I've got then 2 more months until Rio. So I'm certainly on track, way beyond where we thought I was going to be, and now it's just a game of patience. So I've literally been doing everything beyond where I can with every part of my training, but being really patient with the throwing side, and hopefully that'll work out.
That's good news.
And Kimbo, what are you looking forward to in the Perth Track Classic this weekend?
I'm going to a wedding, so I'm really looking forward to watching Twitter.
And the live stream. Under the table.
I'm going to get in so much trouble. Literally, they'll be going, I do, and I'll be like, yeah, someone ran something really awesome. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to be away for it. But yeah, at least the juniors have come here, so I can watch a bit of athletics anyway before I go.
And Kim, you'll definitely be here in spirit.
Well, and actually you'll be here physically too, because I feel like I'm seeing double here right now, Kim, as we look across here. We've got the Kim Mickle throwing wall. Now, I believe you've heard about this, but have you actually sighted it in person before?
No, someone sent me a picture and it looked like it was about an A3 size shot, so when I rocked up and it's twice the size of me, I got a bit scared, but it's actually quite good because I can do all my mould checking because it's like 3 times the size and I can see which one needs to maybe be looked at.
Take it to the skin doctor. Now, we're going to give you your very own opportunity at throwing at the Kim Mickle throwing wall today. And we've got some contestants here from the juniors that are going to be going up against you. So it's going to be throw as many beanbags as you can, little beanbags through the holes in through there. See how many you can get. I think we're going to have to stipulate overarm throw as if it's a javelin, but how's the shoulder up for that? Maybe we can go underarm.
No, I reckon a beanbag's all right.
All right, very good. Well, let's see how Kim goes. All right, well, there you go. That's Kim Mickle. She has peppered her own face and her own wall. And well done, Kim. We'll see you back on the tracks in the field very soon.
Over here at the men's javelin, continuing to rise. The heat is at nearly 38 degrees. The boys are well and truly under the shade. The man to watch here, he's already got himself qualifies to go over there to Big Gosh, and that is Connor Warren from Queensland. He's currently in lead. He's at 66.50. Matthew Rees next, just through the New South Wales boys, 63.96. And Oliver Caulfield, a man who's gone agonisingly close to the qualifier after the first round, he's at 62.01. So over here at the men's jav, it's Connor Warren leading. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Mossy, down there. Javelin side is on the runway. He spent last night at the other end with the men's and women's open javelin. Now he's back down here at the finish line end for the under 20 boys javelin. Now we've got a few more 100 metres left. This next one up on the track is the under 18 women's 100 metre final. There's a familiar name here for the meet record in 2014 with 11.69, Sam Geddes.
Yeah, Sam ran a cracker of a time then. 2014, 11.69. Last night she ran 11.77 to secure her spot in the under 20 World Championships team. Just couldn't be more happy for Sam. I got way too emotionally invested in that race, and she is just an incredible athlete, and I cannot wait to see what she does in the future.
And there it is. There your starters. Carly McIver on the inside, Miriam Penny, Brianna Stevenson, Christine Byrne, Ruby Pandolfi, Georgia Hulls, Maya Leverett and Katie Colborne. Now, this is going to be, I think, a race in 2. Georgia Hulls is pretty dominant over these races, but obviously as a New Zealander, can win a gold medal but can't win the national title. So I'd say it might be Hulls out in front and then a fight behind her for the national championships.
Christine Byrne is looking good as well.
12.20 there from the Victorian.
Yeah.
We'll see who can take this one out. The national record, 11.20.
By Raylene Boyle back in 1968.
As a 17-year-old.
11.2.
That would have got a medal in the 17 boys.
Yeah.
So
just to put it in perspective.
That's quick. Away in the under 18 100 metre final, Pandolfi getting a good start. The Victorian Christine Byrne in the centre of the field, and the 2 New Zealanders, Georgia Hulls and Byrne, but Georgia Hulls coming home late. She'll take line honours, but the Australian champion will be Christine Byrne. Looks like Brianna Stevenson might have gone up for bronze, and the second Australian, Ruby Pandolfi. Hulls there coming home late. Fast start in the middle of the field there from the Victorian Christine Byrne, but Georgia Hulls She will take the gold medal, and the Australian champion will be Christine Byrne from Victoria.
Fun fact about Christine, she's actually one of 13. Her older sister used to race against me back in the under 20s.
Was that 13?
One of 13. 13 children.
13 children. They could have 3 4x1 teams and 1 reserve just in their family. And we've got...
Christine. Sure. Georgia Hulls is with me right now. I'm going to bring Christine Byrne in here as well, our Australian champion. I spoke to you the other night. Georgia, you've been running very well all weekend. Tell me about that race.
I didn't have quite a good start, but I think I powered home in the end.
Well done. Now, Christine, I'll get you in here as well. Christine, congratulations taking out the Australian Championship. How was your run there, and how happy do you feel after winning the gold medal?
I won last year, so I was trying to retain my championship, so I did that. So I'm very happy. I had a good start, so it was all good.
Well done. Fantastic work. I'm going to throw it back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much, Robbo. We can see out there we've got some athletes on the runway in the men's under-20 javelin. And down there we've also got Mossy, who's right in the middle of the action.
Yes, thanks very much, Lynchy. We see Horner from WA just throwing the javelin out there at the moment. Well, things are starting to heat up here, literally and figuratively. Oliver Caulfield, the Queenslander, as I said earlier, he went agonisingly close to the qualifying mark that he's looking to get up over there, 68.70. Not in this competition, but he did that with his season's best recently at the Queensland Open Championships. Now, he's gone from third into second with a throw of 66.84. So he's now climbed over fellow Queenslander Connor Warren, who was 66.50, and Matthew Rees from New South Wales is now down in third, but he bettered his first attempt. He's now at 65.68. One of the beautiful things when Oliver threw that beautiful second throw is everyone, not just in the crowd, but also all his fellow competitors, went off their rocker. They were really, really stoked for him and very happy indeed. And I love to see that camaraderie, even in the heat of a national championships where there's a potential spot going over there to Big Gosh in Poland at the IAAF World Under-20 World Championships later on in the year. So over here at the javelin, it's now Oliver Caulfield leading from Connor Warren. Back up to you guys in the commentary box.
Thanks, Mossy. It sounds like a pretty awesome javelin competition there. Everything back and forth between the boys. But there's the official results there. Georgia Hulls 12.07. Taking it out, Christine Byrne, the national champion, with a 12.17. Brianna Stevenson getting a bronze as third across the line, but as she's a New Zealander, Ruby Pandolfi gets a silver, and Carly McIver will get the bronze. So there's going to be 5 girls on the podium.
Stacked podium.
Later on today. You see one of our Victorian athletes out there in the heat of the under-20 men's javelin. 68.70, that's the mark to achieve. Throwing the open weight jav, 800 grams. If any of these boys can get it over there and win, they'll be going straight to Poland. Or just getting it, I think, getting blustered around by that wind, unfortunately. Not as consistent as it was last night. Not even sure which direction it's going in at any time down here on the track. But it's been pretty strong no matter which way it's blowing. Which doesn't really help much at all.
No.
Now we have the starters in the under
15.
National record 76.58 metres held by Little Can of Victoria. Mean record 75.04 metres held by Reese.
Sorry about that, guys. This is the under 16s. We're just going to find that start list. Under 15s will be a little bit later. There's the boys there. Hopefully they don't make them wait too long out in the sun there. It is a hot day. The boys trying to find as much shade as they can from their own legs. But from the inside, Max Pagoli, Lawrence Davis, Aaron Lefrink, River Pentecost, Kyan Paget, Luke Trevelyan, Travis Isles, and Mark Focus.
Lane 6 from Western Australia, Kian Padgett. Lane 7, New South Wales athlete Luke.
Wind looks like it's still blowing into the faces of the athletes.
Lane 9 from New South Wales.
Meet record 10.74 last year from James Gallagher. And the national record, Jordan Shelley, 10.67 done at that. I think there's a few national records done at that 2013 Australian All Schools up in Townsville.
Yes.
Very, very fast competition up there. Great weather, great winds, and some great runs on a brand new track up in Townsville. Oh, we need to call that one back. Looks like River Pentecost just losing his grip, and we'll have to see what the officials do here and what they're going to call this start.
It's a caution.
Very lucky there. As he comes up, just off. Very, very lucky to be given a caution there. Some unsteadiness, some flinching in the blocks. Narrow away again, focus on the outside. Sorry, Luke Trevelyan getting a good start, stumbling. River Pentecost and Aaron Lefferink, these two are out in front. River Pentecost might have done enough in the early, getting the win there, and he's absolutely stoked. 11.45 into a minus 1.8. River Pentecost from New South Wales.
Big cheers from the crowd there for River.
They're going crazy, and he is pumped. He's your national champion. What a race from those boys. Working hard in those final stages. And the big striding. Mark Focus coming home late at the end, but we've got Robbo, the winner, River Pentecost from New South Wales.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. Yeah, River, how are you feeling, mate? A little bit of nerves there, I bet, at the start there, but you got away and you got the win today.
Yeah, it was a great run. Felt really clean off the blocks too, so... But after that warning, it was a bit shattering, so... And
you had Aaron Lefferink, the homeboy here, the local lad. You had to chase him down in the final stages there. How was it? When did you know you had it in the bag?
Oh, probably about 50 metres in. It was a tough race, especially for him to win the 200 metres last night, and for him to chase down, it was really hard.
Well done, mate. You've bagged a gold medal for the Mighty Blues, New South Wales, so well done. And it's going to go back up to Lynchy for some more action.
Thank you, Robbo. We've got the javelin out there. We've got, looks like, a Queenslander on the runway. Luke Jacker went to the Commonwealth Youth Games in 2015 in Apia in Samoa. It's just still getting hotter and hotter out here. Luckily in the shade. Mossy and Robbo doing great work out there in the sun. Jacker's got a 59-metre throw at the moment. And that one looks to be quite similar as it tucks in behind our scoreboard.
The middle ceremony for event 304, the men's under 17, 100 metres will now take place.
You want to set it? Is that the background?
Trying to get that 68.70.
You want to go?
That's what they need if they want to go to the World Under-20 Championships in Poland and maybe recreate the heroics of Hamish Peacock. We've got Mossy down there on the runway in the men's under-20 javelin. Mossy.
Oh, look, Lynchy, it is heating up. It is all happening down here. It's tit for tat between two Queenslanders and one New South Welshman. It just goes 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. It's all over the shop. So currently the leader now is Matthew Rees from Kurri Kurri in New South Wales. He just launched one out 66.94 93. He threw it. He looked straight at me. We both thought, hang on, that might be pretty close to that qualifier out there. So he's now our leader. Oliver Caulfield, who was in the lead at 66.84, he's been overtaken by Connor Warren with the 66.86. So just centimetres separating all these athletes out here, these top three. We're going to have to stick around and cover this one, guys, because we're going to see something big happen very, very shortly. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Mossy. Yeah, the javelin, back and forth, back and forth. Connor Warren, all he needs to do is win. He doesn't need to throw anything big, but there are the results there. Pentecost, after getting the warning out of the blocks, 11.43. Left Rink, 11.50. And Mark Focus from the outside. He was the winner of the 400. Coming down to do the 100, 11.59. Coming home very, very late there. Left Rink won the 200. And the third place won the 400, and then River Pentecost. They've all got gold medals now. They can go home pretty happy. I think Pentecost might have been in a few of those 200-metre hurdles. I do remember him running some hurdles back at the New South Wales All Schools Championships. There's a bit of talent there in that race. So it looks like a New Zealand or ACT athlete wearing an old ACT uniform there. That's it, ACT. You see Oliver Caulfield in the background in second place at the moment.
It's great to see such a tight competition between the boys. They'll be really pushing each other all the way to that 68 metres.
Fingers crossed. They seem to be really getting further and further every round.
It's a big throw.
And hopefully, by the end of the 6th round, we'll have someone over 68 to 70.
Hopefully a few.
Hopefully a few. That's right. Matthew Rees actually went to the Youth Olympic Festival 2014 and came 4th in the javelin. So he's got a little bit of international experience. Connor Warren went to the 2015 under-18 champs, made the final. Now we are on the track for the under-15 100-metre final. Ibrahim Luta, Felix Long, Ethan Liu, Adrian Amayo, Sasha Zoya, Melvin Monlay, Brandon Richmond Craig and Samuel Stanford. Nice big field there in this race. And Melvin Monlay, very, very talented athlete. Got a meet record 11.03. Big throw from the Victorian. Just sneaking it over that 50-metre mark. Won't trouble the leaders though, that one.
Boys getting ready for their 100-metre final.
Scheduled to go at 12:30, so hopefully they might go a little bit early to save them from standing out in the sun way too long.
Yeah, it's definitely creeping up to that 36-degree temperature right now. It is hot on track.
You see the Polish flag, the only one. The Polish and...
Maybe it's a sign.
It is, it could be. A sign of
the
things
javelin
to come. Well, they're getting a big tailwind in the jav, luckily, so I'm not sure how much that's affecting it. The tailwind last night helped Hamish Peacock throw 15 centimetres, I think it was, or 19 centimetres off the Rio qualifier. 82-81, I think he got.
Massive.
Which is a huge, huge throw. Needing 83, which is, that's difficult. That is a difficult mark. He has done it in the past. He can do it. He's just got to do it at the right time. And there's Long, Liu, Mayo. Felix Long getting a medal last year. I actually got to coach him in a 4x1 for the New South Wales team.
Ah.
Him and the athlete in lane 9, Samuel Stanford, joined by two other boys, Travis Barrett and Riley Cook. And those boys won the 4x1 gold by about 50 metres.
An impressive display, 50 metres.
Their changes weren't the best, so I can't claim too much of credit for that. I had them for two sessions, so...
As long as it's gold.
It was still gold. I'll take it.
Melvin Monlay with the fastest seed time coming into this final, 11:62, followed by Adrian Amaro of 11:81.
So hopefully, wind's still blowing around here. Not sure which direction it is trackside, but I'm sure the temperature gauge down there right on the middle of the track is going to be hot. It's going to be tough to keep your hands on the track in those blocks. I know sometimes when it's very hot, it can burn the fingers. Ibrahim Ludar from New South Wales there, just falling out of the blocks.
Maybe the ground was too hot.
Maybe it was. It just couldn't handle it anymore.
Automatic red card.
Given the red. The New South Wales athlete, unfortunately, disqualified. Devastating. Hopefully he can come back. It happens to the best of us. Usain Bolt, world champs.
At the worst time.
That's the worst time to do it. I've seen people get disqualified at Olympic finals. That's tough, but they come back. Now he gets to sit in the shade. There we go, cleanly away. Monlay, the big Victorian, up into his running. But the Queenslander, Adrian Amaya, fighting hard, but Melvin Monlay will stride away for the win. 11:47, the win, negative 3.4.
Wow.
That is a big, big win, and I think Amaya may have got a bronze there. Felix Long from New South Wales doing a great job in the later stages. Also grabbing himself a minor medal, but Melvin Monlay, 11:45, the official winning time there. Adrian Amaya, 11:76, taking out the silver. Very tight there for those minor medal placings.
He just bounces down the track.
So smooth, 11:80 for Felix Long.
What a talent.
And we got Robbo down there with Melvin Monlay, who just ran 11:45.
I certainly do, Lynchy. It's an honour to have another chat with Melvin Monlay down here on the live stream, and congratulations, mate. A little bit nervy in those blocks. Once again, we're seeing with the red card being shown, but how was it for you there today?
Felt good. Yeah.
You've had a big week as well, mate. We had to chat to you after the relay the other day. How are the energy levels? How's the motivation here late in the championships?
It's all right. I'm a bit sore, but yeah.
And how many medals are you up to?
3.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. Hope you can fit them all in the suitcase on the way back home to Victoria. Another one for the Vics. The big V, they say Vics do it better. Well, they're proving that out on the track here right now. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. There is plenty more action ahead at the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
And we're back on the live stream. Plenty of action still to come. We've got some more sprint finals, some 100s, some 200s, and some action on the field. The javelin's still going hot. And the high jump, we might see some high jump there, but we've got some results from the last race, the under 15 100 metres. And Melvin Monlay getting his third medal of the weekend, 11.45. Adrian Ameo, 11.76. And Felix Long taking the bronze from New South Wales with 11.80. Good running into that big headwind.
Yeah.
The next final up on the track. We go to the girls now. We've done the under 15s and under 16 boys. Now we've got the under 16s and under 15 women's 100 metre finals.
Lane 2, representing Western Australia, Isabella Reeves. In third from Queensland, Samantha Stanley.
Meet record of 11.14 set 2005 by Olivia Toro.
There we go from the inside. Isabella Reeves, Samantha Stanley, Mia Gross, Sarah Dugan, Ella Page, Dakota Thomas, Ellie Buchholz and Tia McPherson. 11.14, is that maybe a misprint?
Potentially, because that's super quick.
It's very fast.
Especially as an under 16.
Yes, as a 15-year-old, 11.14. I don't know what kind of wins they had in 2005, but I don't think they were that strong. Yeah.
Double check that one.
Yeah, we might need to go back to that one. But they're going down to the blocks. Olivia Toro actually went to the World Under-20 Championships when it was in Bidgosh last time.
Yeah.
Got herself a bronze in the 4x4. Away there, Sarah Dugan getting a quick start in the field, but Mia Gross fastest after the heats, and she is striding her way on the inside. Dakota Thomas and Sarah Dugan wanting those minor medals, but Mia Gross 12.20.
Wow.
Win there, negative 1.2. Looked like very tight between Sarah Dugan and Dakota Thomas. But Mia Gross just too strong.
Some good running from the girls in these not fabulous conditions.
It is tough running out there. As we see the replay, Gross not getting the best of the reaction, but once she's into his running, just flying away from the field there. Dugan on her outside.
So strong.
And the tall Dakota Thomas there. It's going to be tight between those two for that
second and third.
Yeah, it could be a tied silver there. But we got Robbo with our winner, Mia Gross from Victoria.
Thank you, Lynchy. Yes, I've got Mia here and I've got Dakota Thomas as well. Looks like Dakota's crossed in second there. But Mia, congratulations. Another 100-metre final, another Victorian gold medal. What is it with you, Vix, at the moment?
I'm not really sure, but I think I gave it my all, and so did Dakota, and good job to everybody else that raced today.
What about your run there, Dakota? How did it feel for you?
Good, I guess. I don't really know.
Well done, girls. Well, the good thing is you'll be able to watch it back on the live stream. You'll be able to watch yourselves back on the interview as well. But congratulations. I'll let you go and rest up, and well done on a great championships.
Thank you.
Okay, back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. The girls out of breath down there after that 100, but we're going to see what Mossy's got going on down at the high jump.
Well, Mossy's got everything going on down here at the high jump. It's just underway here. We're just in the early rounds. The bar's at 165 at the moment. We've still got plenty of action still to come into play. So Taylor Clark, she's no stranger to the live stream. You would have seen her in the long jump last night and throughout the junior championships here. Well, she's coming in at 170, as is Claire Gibson from WA. We'll remember her from World Youth Games in Cali, and Nicole Robinson as well from WA at 170. Now, Alicia Burnett, we know she's already got a qualifier in the heptathlon. Her personal best is 182. She's chosen to come in at 174. So early days over here, the bar's at 165, and we've still got those 4 athletes still to come in, and we're expecting those to be in the reckoning for the Australian Under-20 Women's High Jump Championship. Back to you, Lynchy.
Yeah, there's some great high jumpers out there. 183 is that.
The magical number.
It is. It's the magical number. We've had some good history in these junior events with the high jumpers. I know Eleanor Patterson actually foregoed her opportunity to go to the 2014 World Juniors and decided, I'll just go win a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games instead.
Pretty good decision from Eleanor. She is such a talent, and she is jumping so well consistently for the last 3 years, and I'm really excited to see what she can produce going into Rio.
Yeah, and that 183, once you get to those 183s at these young ages, we might be able to see them just hopefully following those footsteps of Eleanor Patterson, and you're going to see our West Australian going clear. That was her third attempt at 165, so she will stay in the competition and have some further attempts along the way.
We had some youth success in the high jump as well back in 2009 when Amy Pekovic got an equal silver medal over in Italy.
Was it Bressanone?
Yeah, don't know how to say it. That's why I said Italy.
That's all right. I was just trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some good success at those youth and junior events. I think Sophia Begg back in a long time ago, 2003 maybe, getting a medal as well. Just need someone to keep going through. Oh, well, Eleanor Patterson in 2013, she won it. So she had a good 2 years there.
Yeah, most definitely. And Claire Gibson is such a talent.
They just need to find that spark
to ignite the flame.
That's right, there you go. We've already seen two of our male athletes achieve their high jump standards, so it is good high jumping conditions. That was earlier in the week, Josh Connolly jumping 216 and getting his automatic qualifier. And then last night at the Track Classic, John Dodds clearing 216 on his last attempt to do the qualifier. So he will have to wait to see for the discretionary picks, but I think he might do enough. And they'll take him. Oh, just unfortunate nudge there.
From Jubbling of Victoria.
In first place, recipient of the gold medal, Australian junior champion.
Early stages here. Let's hope these girls can get over the bar nice and clean and quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate your Australian junior championship medal.
We'll see our Queenslander now coming in. Oh, unfortunate. Miss there. Looks like they've gone up to 170 now.
All the girls having their first attempt at 170.
That's right.
Talia Clark looks like she's coming in for her first jump of the competition.
PB of 178. Need to get up and add another 5 centimetres to that.
Tay's not only a talented high jumper, but she's also a talented long jumper and triple jumper, where she won a silver medal at the Youth Olympic Games over in Nanjing in 2014. So she long, triple, high, she can do it all. Wonder if she can do Perth, pole vault.
Pole vault, maybe. Maybe she could. We'll see as we got here now in the girls under 15 100 metres. Isabella Walker and Charlie Pompamelin, Amy Bryce, Emma Clayson, Jenna Bain, Adora Arch, Sophie White and Emily Coronis. There we go, still waiting there for the race to go underway. Amy Bryce, fastest in the heats earlier today, 12:57, but there's a big headwind on the track at the moment. It's not really helping our athletes much right now. Wind does settle down a little bit in the evening, but this comp's going to finish before the evening gets underway. And not sure what's going on here. I think they've been asked to grab a bit of shade. So it looks like we won't be going to that 100 metres just yet.
We've got a special guest here with us today. Automatic World Under 20 qualifier for the 400 metre hurdles. Welcome, Alana.
Thank you.
So, talk us through the race. It was done a little bit earlier during the day, so we didn't get a chance to stream it, but talk us through, was that your first sub 60 seconds?
Yeah, my first sub 60. I've been trying for like a whole month trying to get the qualifier, just haven't been able to crack that. I was 0.05 a few weeks ago, so almost had it, but so happy to finally got a qualifier.
All right, so that first big mark. What did it feel like crossing the line and seeing it come up 59.27?
Yeah, 27. Yeah, I was pretty stoked. I was actually really happy about the crowd. It was just amazing atmosphere. I don't think that really sank into me. Like, I was like, go over the line. I was like, oh my God, that crowd was just literally amazing. Like, I was just so, like, over the moon for that. Didn't really click that I got the qualifier just yet, but I was just so happy.
Now, I know Robbo didn't get a chance to give you this on the day, but I just wanted to present you with your official Poland flag. You're on the bus to Bydgoszcz. Congratulations.
There we go. Wave it into the camera up there because we've got our track race. Thank you very much, Alana. We might see you later on in Poland.
Thank you guys for having me.
Here we are again. We are on the track. The girls have had a little shade break. So we might be missing an athlete there, Emma Clayson. Doesn't look like she's made it to the final. So lane 5 will be vacant. So we'll have Walker, Punampallen, Bryce, Bain, Arch, White and Coronis. 3 on the inside, 4 on the outside. Clean start now. Amy Bryce in the inside lane. She was fastest through the heats and she's got control of this race. Arch on the outside from Victoria. It's going to be a blanket finish, but the fast finishing West Australian Jenna Bain has stolen the race. 12.50 the win to negative 1.5. What a super fast finish there from the West Australian.
She really kicked it into another gear for the last 30 metres there. It must have been that home crowd advantage, or home state rather.
She certainly did ride that wave of emotion and crowd. Very fast finishing there. Reminds me of maybe an Ella Nelson down at the Canberra Track Classic. Coming home fast just like that. As we see the replay on the inside. Amy Bryce getting the best of the starts, getting out strong. Jenna Bain just getting a little bit left behind. But as we get down to the later stages.
She was actually in 5th. And came over the top of 4 other girls.
Just sticking her head through there, but we've got Robbo down trackside with the super fast finishing Jenna Bain.
We certainly do. Jenna Bain has joined me here. She's from South Freo here in Perth. She's a home girl and they all went wild for us. She dipped across the line there. Jenna, what's going through your mind right now? You're an Australian champion.
It's really cool.
Tell me about the conditions out here. They've been talking about the heat and the wind and all that. You wouldn't worry about any of that, would you?
No, it was hot, but it was okay.
Very good. Now, we've got Ella Nelson up there in the commentary box at the moment, but I want to ask you, in terms of the sprinting stocks in Australia, who do you look up to the most? Who's your favourite Aussie sprinter?
Well, in the 200, Ella, and the 100, Melissa Breen.
Very good. Well, there you go. Ella will be pumped up there. She's dancing in celebration of that. Well done. That's Jenna Bain there taking out the win in the 100 metres there. Congratulations. And it's back up to Lynchy and Ella in the air-conditioned commentary box.
Air-conditioned. Oh, righto, Robbo. But it is a little bit cooler up here. And good to see you've got some fans down there, Ella.
That's actually really awesome. I really love hearing that I'm admired by others. That's so cool.
And we've got Mossy out there at the javelin.
Yes, Oliver Caulfield just throwing out now, giving it a big yell as the jab throwers like to. And we do have an update. The leaders once again have changed. The Queenslanders have swapped around 1st and 3rd position. There was just 9 centimetres separating Connor Warren, Matthew Rees and Oliver Caulfield. Connor Warren was in 3rd. He's now jumped up to 1st place with a belting 68.58. 68.58, just shy. I was actually out at the tape. I thought it might have just got over, but it just snuck under that 68.80 thereafter. Matthew Rees 66.93, that throw in the third, and Oliver Caulfield with his 66.84 in the fifth round, remaining in third position. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Here goes Connor Warren. He's just taken the lead and he's launched it out there.
So close.
Oh, that's only a couple of feet from the line there. Luckily, now that he's in the lead, he already has a qualifier. He's thrown it twice already, so all he needs to do is just take that title. And he's going.
Yeah, they got that automatic spot. That's the beauty of coming into it with a qualifier already. You just need to win on the day.
That's it. It doesn't matter how far you throw. You can take it out. I'm not sure if Jenna Bain realises that in the last race that Ella Nelson and Mel Breen have, that Ella actually beat Mel in the 100.
Oh, I did.
So maybe she needs to recalculate her heroes and just have Ella Nelson as both the 1 and the 2 runner. I don't know. That's just...
No, share it around.
There we go. There's the super fast finishing West Australian flyer. 12.49 for Jenna Bain. Adora Arch, 12.53. And Sophia White, 12.56. Look how close it was between first and sixth. 12.49 to 12.65. Just a blanket finish there for those athletes. And McClayson, unfortunately, not starting in the final. But the next race is on the track. Got some under 20s. Oh, that's big. Getting out there. Very consistent from these boys. Oliver Caulfield, Matt Rees, and Connor Warren swapping the change order. Changing the winning order.
Wow.
I'm just in a mess.
You got there.
Yeah, I don't
He's
even
getting
know.
to us
I don't
up
even
here.
think that was there. Changing the lead quite often in that race. There we go. I made it. Race. See?
Throw.
I didn't get it.
Just stop.
Let's go back to the track now. We do have some track events. We've got 4 under-20 events happening very, very soon. We've got the under-20 Jav right here. New South Wales athlete just going through his final preparations. He's in round 5. So some of these will have 2 more throws. Got the women's under-20 high jump happening down the opposite end. And next 2 events on the track will be the women's under-20 200 and the men's under-20 200 metres.
I hope Robbo has his Polish flags ready to give out.
I think he'll need them.
He's got 4 coming his way.
I feel like the wind is a little bit chilled out right now.
I'm really happy about that.
Except over at the 200-metre bend, it looks like they actually might be getting a nice tailwind from that bend.
First 30 metres or so?
Yeah, that's good. You can use it. The wind gauge actually doesn't turn on until the first athlete enters the straight in a 200.
Really?
And it runs for 10 seconds. So the wind on the bend doesn't actually get measured. It probably would be too hard, as it is in a lot of different directions the whole way around. So once the first athlete enters the home straight, that's when the wind gauge goes. It'll run for 10 seconds. So in a 100, you might see the wind gauge pop up a little bit too early because it goes for 10 seconds. So unless they run under 10 seconds, the wind gauge reading will come up before the athletes finish the race. So we might be able to get a little bit of an advantage for these 200 runners. Here we are on the track. The women's under 20 200 metres. From the inside, Olivia Case, and she was second in the 400. Earlier, Kayla Montagna, Georgia Bowl, Maddie Coates, Jess Thorne. She won the 400. Gabriella O'Grady, Sophia Figuera, and Brooke Summerfield. National record 22.74. World Junior Qualifier 24.09. Meet record 23.68 by Ella Nelson.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of her. Back in 2010, I was 15. I think that's very much in danger today. I think Jess is going to absolutely smash it. Actually, well, she would have run a meet record in the semi, running 23.50.
She did, and that had a 1 metre headwind as well.
Yeah, that's definitely gone. I am so excited for this race. We have 3 girls who all have world under-20 qualifiers. Obviously, only 2 athletes can go. And again, only 1 can get the automatic spot today. So whoever gets the win out of Jess Thornton, Maddie Coates, Gabriella O'Grady, or whoever else can win with a time, they'll be on the way to Poland. I'm so excited. Sorry, I can't speak.
There could be, if this wind was a little bit better, we could see that 23:20.
Yeah, Jess ran 23:26 with me in the Canberra Track Classics, which is only 0.06 of the Olympic qualifier at the age of 17. Like, Jess is such a talent. I'm lucky enough to train with her. She is an animal when it comes to training. She never not finishes a session with class. She always goes hard in the races. She's such a talented 400 runner, already having that automatic spot to the World Under-20s. And I think my bet's on her today.
I think so. After the heats, she's almost as clear second and a little bit in front of the next fastest, just after the heats. And such a stacked final. We've actually had an athlete who has a world Under-20 qualifier not even make this final.
Yeah.
So that's how cup-voted is out there. So it'll be good to see between O'Grady and Coates. They haven't raced each other this season. And that head-to-head battle for that second discretionary spot, that could play into the selectors' hands.
Most definitely. Oh, and they're behind their blocks. Okay.
We are underway. Thornton getting a great start, already getting around to the shoulder of O'Grady. They've left Sophia Figuera behind as we enter the home straight, and Jess Thornton has a big lead, and she's strong as she comes in the end. O'Grady holding down second, the long striding Coates trying to fight back, but Jess Thornton is going to take out the Under-20 200 metres. Let's watch the clock. And it's super quick, 23:47. Wind gauge minus 0.7.
That was awesome! Oh my goodness, Jess, 2 automatic qualification spots, 400 and now 200. Absolutely incredible from the 17-year-old.
It's not bad to lose your meet record to one of your training partners.
That's all right, I'm more than fine with that. What an incredible race.
A little bit of background here. Ella had to turn herself off air while the race was going, just in case she screamed into the microphone.
Yeah.
Maddie Coates there getting the second spot, 24:17.
Great run from Maddie, and a great battle between Maddie and Bella as well.
There's Bella, 24:26.
Good job from all the girls. I'm sure they will all be happy with the result of that.
Yeah, Maddie actually went to the last World Juniors as a 17-year-old for the 200.
Yep.
And she might find a way back there again.
Yeah.
There's on the replay. Just super duper strong. But we've got Robert down there with Jess Thornton.
Thank you, Lynchy. Yes, your training partner and commentator in the live stream, Ella Nelson's absolutely going wild up there. You've taken a meet record this week, which is outstanding, but you've also put in an absolutely amazing performance there. The 400 the other day, the 200. You've earned yourself another one of these flags. How was that one, Jess?
It was good. I just hope Ella doesn't hate me because I broke her record. But yeah, no, it was pretty hot out there. Feet are burning now, so...
into that bit of a headwind there. Who knows what you could have done had it been the perfect conditions we might have had here last night.
Yeah, well, I actually haven't had a tailwind this season, so it was annoying coming here with all those tails this whole week and then this massive headwind this morning. But oh well, what can you do?
Well, we'll put a word into the organisers of the next race you do, and we'll guarantee you get a tailwind in through there.
I was going to quickly say, because he told me to my dad, happy birthday in 2 days. Hope you have a good day.
Awesome work. Over to you, Mossy. What have we got in the jav?
Oh, we've got Connor Warren on the runway right now. He's already got qualifiers. It looks like he's going to be the national champ. He's launched one out there. There it is! Unbelievable, Connor Warren. The South African-born Queenslander. He'd already come into the competition with 2 World Junior qualifiers, but today he's thrown one out there. It looks like he's going to be the national champion. We still have Matthew Rees from New South Wales to throw. Oliver Caulfield with the 66.84. He's going to come in 3rd position. So it does come down to the boy from Curry whether he can get out there beyond that mark, and that is a huge, huge jump. I'll look to get a score on that. But one of the interesting things we just had Connor Warren just came up to me and he said, can we get the crowd behind Oliver Caulfield? He said, we need him to get a qualifier. And I said to him, you know, how you feel like you're going for this 72.19 coming through my ear. Unbelievable throw. That's only 3 metres short of Luke Cairns' national under-20 record. Let's not forget that Connor Warren is the current under-18 national record holder. Wow. I tell you what, I'm really fired up out here for this. It's been fantastic following these guys, and the camaraderie has been absolutely sensational. Now, what I was just saying before, Connor Warren did come up to me, and one of the things he said, look, I hope Oliver Caulfield wins this competition, because if he wins this competition, it means he throws a qualifier. And that's the kind of camaraderie we're seeing in the javelin at the moment. Now, on the runway, we have Matthew Rees. We'll throw it back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you. Good to see. Look at the mates.
Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, absolutely amazing to see such good friends and competitors.
That's the emotion out there. These boys have been hanging out all week, waiting to the Sunday. See Matt Rees, final throw of the competition.
It's big.
That's not bad.
Whoa!
That's over the mark. I think he might have done it on his last attempt.
First place in the final of the gold medal with a performance 12.07.
Let's see what they have to say. 68.70.
And acknowledge the performance of Greta Stevenson from New Zealand with a bronze medal. Their time 12.22.
Oh, and I think he's done it. He's done it on his last throw, the last, absolute last opportunity to throw a qualifier. And he's done it. That is amazing. 69.20.
Huge throw.
Wow. Unfortunately, he won't get the automatic qualifying spot, but I think being the only other person in the competition to throw the qualifier this season and finish second and to do it clutch like that, oh, goosebumps.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. And hopefully the selectors are kind and we can see both of the boys in big gush.
Oh, I think so. Just a little shake of the hand with the coach. Nice work, mate. And he's like, yep, thanks, coach.
What an incredible last 5 minutes.
Oh, it's been big. Back-to-back huge throws in the men's under-20 javelin. I hope Kim Mickle could get back from her wedding in time to see this.
Yeah.
And we've got Mossy down there with the winner and owner of a new PB, Connor Warren.
Connor Warren, mate, you are the under-18 national record holder. You've come out here today, you've blitzed the field. You've already thrown 2 qualifiers, but today on that final throw, you launched it out there well and truly over the mark you needed to get, mate. Talk us through the emotions.
Oh, no, I'm happy with my performance, but I was just really hoping for my best mate, Ollie, to come along. But we've been working really hard with each other, and honestly, I can owe it all to Ollie. He's pushed me all this way, and that emotion in me was all for my boy who didn't make it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I've talked about, and you see it across javelin, you see it across a lot of field events as well. You know, that camaraderie, there's a lot of spirit within the sport, isn't there?
Yeah, there's so much spirit in the sport. I mean, it's all about atmosphere for us, especially amongst our throwers. It's like a family with us, so getting the clap from the boys is my favourite thing, and just, you know, talking to them, being mates with all of them is probably my favourite part about the whole sport, to be honest.
Well, there you go. Spirit of sportsmanship, alive and well. National Under-20 Australian Championship winner Connor Warren. And I'm going to throw this one back up to Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you, Mossy. You can still hear the emotion in his voice as he said his mate finishing in 3rd position and this season 15 centimetres away from that qualifier. Unfortunately, well, it's not the end of his career. Obviously, there's a lot more throwing left in that body if he can still keep going with his PB. But there is the start list for the under-20 men's 200 metres. Terry Fragidakis in 1, Lachlan McDermott 2, Hansford 3, Matt Wood 4, Zach Holdsworth 5, Cameron Searle in 6, Jacob Matson in 7, Trey Williams, the new under-20 Australian record holder in the 100 in 8, and Alex Hay out in lane 9.
This one I think is going to be just as exciting as the last one. Despite there not being 3 people with qualifiers, I do not doubt that 3 people potentially could get that qualifying time for the World Under-20 Championships right now.
Definitely. 21.34 is the time to beat. 20.79 is the meet record by Luke Mansfield back in 2004.
Absolutely amazing.
Wind-assisted race there, but 20.79 still very fast. I don't think we'll see that today. I actually came last in that race with 21.5. So I thought 21.5 would be all right back in the day, but it wasn't. Not enough to beat 20.79. There's a few athletes here who could do it. Cameron Searle, 21.41 in his heat.
Hey, it's me. I tweeted in using the hashtag #SummerOfAths, saying, boom, Jess Thornton clocks a 23.47 to win the under 20 girls 200-meter gold medal in a meet record. So exciting. If you want to see your tweet on board, just hashtag #SummerOfAths and we'll throw it up on the live stream.
So this athlete here in lane 8, Trey Williams, the only one with a qualifier, 21.02 into a 1 metre headwind in Queensland earlier this year. But there's a few athletes capable. Zach Holdsworth has a PB under that qualifying time. We saw him flying down the back straight in the New South Wales 4x1. Matt Wood potentially can get there. Cameron Searle, he ran a PB in the 100. 10.59 to come fourth. There's a chance. There's a few in the field, but all Trey needs to do is win, and he's got it. The other boys need to run 21.34.
And all the best to my training partner, Zach Holdsworth.
Got a few training partners running out there today.
Yeah, 200 crew. I think I'm going to have to turn my mic off for this one as well.
That's fine. Clean start in this 200 metres. And on the outside, Trey Williams getting a great start. Cameron Searle running the bend as well very quickly as they enter the home straight. It's Trey on the outside with Searle and Holdsworth. Watch for them to come home late. Cameron Searle, look at him finish. Trey Williams running hard, and he's going to hold on with the win, 21.38.
What a fantastic run from the boys there. Hugs all around.
Win there, negative 1.4. I think it was a little bit tougher than that out there. But 21.38. Trey Williams has got himself his second automatic qualifying spot there. Fast running from Cameron Searle. He's actually only 17. So he can go again in 2 more years. 21.53 there. That's definitely a 21.34 if you give him a tailwind. Unfortunately, not the way it's going to go.
Look at just Trey absolutely destroying the bend here. He's such a strong runner, both in the 100 and the 200.
And Zach Holdsworth holding on for that bronze medal, 21.97.
Good job, Zach.
I thought Searle might have him in these later stages, but Trey, just too strong. We got Robbo for the second time, still riding the high, I'm sure, Trey Williams.
That's right. Second time within the space of 12 hours, I've had a chance to chat here with Trey Williams. The 100-200 double, mate. I'm going to present you with your second Polish flag there, mate. You've got 2 spots on that bus. They can stretch out with a bit of extra leg room. Coming off the high of last night, mate, how did you pick yourself up? Did you go to sleep last night at all?
Oh, barely. I had a few hours sleep, but, yeah. Coming off yesterday's performance, I was buzzing today to get there, do another good time, get another medal. So, yeah, I think that pushed me along.
Just back to your 100 last night. Have you heard from Matt Shervington at all? I'm interested to know.
No, not yet. I haven't heard of him, but
we'll have to see a symbolic passing of that record. Now, mate, the 200 there. What's your favourite? You know, you had the 2 qualifiers. You got another one there. Is there? If you had to choose 1 or 2?
Oh, 1. Yeah, definitely 1. Yeah, prefer that.
Well, mate, you're on fire at the moment. Great work. Go and enjoy the win. Another gold medal. And it's back up to you, Lynchy, in that air-conditioned combox.
Thank you, Robbo. We've got Mossy down at the high jump, so let us know what's happening in the under-20 girls. No worries. With Alicia Burnett on the runway. Very good clearance there, 179. It looked like she has got a few more centimetres left up her sleeve. 183 is the mark to meet. And she might be one of the only ones left in the competition. Looks like the shade area is vacant. See the wind on the windsock. Very, very tough sprinting conditions. But there's your official results. Trey Williams taking it out 21.37, 21.53 for Cameron Searle, Holdsworth 21.97. It's a shame with this headwind. If it was maybe a little bit last night, we may have seen a few more qualifiers. Fortunately, that was the last shot for our juniors.
Unfortunately, we can't play a weatherman either.
No, we can't. We can't guess what it's going to do, but look at that. It is busting its gut there with a big, big headwind for the sprinters. Can't get it right all the time, Perth. That's okay.
Got it right most of the time so far.
That's true. It did deliver us a national record, 2 national records last night. One in the Opens, one in the under-20s. We can see one of the under-14 boys just moistening up the hand line. And that looks like Bay Agostino in lane 1. On the inside, Josh Carrick, Jai McPherson, Tynan Nevesaral, Brody Hicks, Jack Ha-Ha, Hamish Pilter, and Dylan Kruk. It's very hot out there for the boys and girls on the track events. I'm sure that water's just boiling now that he's poured onto the track. And the boys sharing that bottle of water around as they all...
It's not uncommon to see that out on the track when it's a really hot day. It is literally unbearable to touch the track sometimes. So if the officials are kind enough, we can often pour water on the start line. Just put your hands in there and cool them down a little bit. Also for your knee.
Yeah,
get
that
burns
knee.
on your knee. Track knee.
Track knee. The boys, hopefully, they can get away quickly and cleanly. After the heats, it was Tynan Nevesaral with the fastest time, 25.15. Meet record, 22.88 by James Gallagher in 2013. And that was the year in only a few short months, maybe 9 months later, he ran 21.73.
Absolutely incredible.
So maybe one of these boys could drop a bomb like that.
Definitely hope so. And just look at that sky. Such good weather, apart from the wind going the wrong way. But
if you could flip the wind, it would be a perfect day. But the wind helped our javelin throwers.
Yep, that's true.
It's not bad news for everyone. We've got 2 qualifiers out there, 2 big PBs. We are again away from the inside. Agostino, Carrick, McPherson, Nevesaral, Hicks, Ha, Poulter and Kruk. But Jai McPherson and Tynan Nevesaral are going to lead into the straight. Jai McPherson striding out. He's had a cracking bend and he's going to take control of this race. Nevesaral in second. But Jai McPherson, 24.49. He is pumped. Tynan Nevesaral in second, and Josh Carrick from Queensland taking out the bronze medal. The wind, a negative 0.5.
what a great run. He came off the bend really well. They say that the 200-metre race is won between by the person who runs the fastest between the 120-metre mark and the 80-metre mark. And you can really see that here, that Jack just absolutely surges off the bend and puts himself in a really good position to come home.
There he is, entering the home straight, striding out, and he's got all the running ahead of him, not even worried by the athletes either side.
Stays really relaxed, which is great to see.
Keeps everything nice and long and fast. And we've got Robbo down trackside with your winner, Jai McPherson.
Jai McPherson is joining me here. He's from the Hunter region in New South Wales, and he's got the gold medal there in that 200 metres. Congratulations, first of all, mate. How was that race for you?
Very tough. Some great competition out there.
And you look pretty emotional as you crossed that line, mate, punching the air. How did it feel?
Oh, very happy. Half a second PB for me, so very proud.
Congratulations, mate. Clearly, with those conditions, you've got plenty more to improve on as well. Well done on getting that gold medal, national champion. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. And we're going to go out to Mossy, who's at the high jump, to give us an update.
Oh, it's all heating up out here, guys. It is World Junior qualifying territory. We've still got Alicia Burnett and Claire Gibson. They got their first attempt at 183. Now, other competitors in, we were keeping an eye on Taylor Clark. Well, she came in fourth on countback. Nicole Robinson, both girls cleared at 170. Then went to 174 and couldn't get through. So Nicole Robinson in third. She's already got the bronze medal, but it's between Alicia Burnett and Claire Gibson, the local girl here from Perth. Her personal best is 180, so she's going for that today. It's 180. Alicia Burnett on right now. She's at 182, so she's just about to have her first attempt at a World Junior qualifier. Here she goes. She's got it!
Oh, it's a clearance.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. She's already put herself in contention to go to Big Gosh in the heptathlon. But right here, right now, in front of all our eyes at Perth Stadium, in 38-degree heat, into a little bit of a headwind, Alicia Burnett has just gone clear at 183, first attempt. My goodness, down here, what can come next? Can the girl from Perth, the local girl here, looking for a national championship? But I'll tell you what, one thing that's more important than that right now is to clear this height. She's got 3 attempts. This is her first attempt at it. Claire Gibson from Perth. Ooh. So, yeah, all heating up down here, guys. We'll keep a very close eye on this one. I'm going to throw it back up to Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you, Mossy. Still 2 more attempts for Claire Gibson out there, but Alicia Burnett, big clearance. That's a PB for her now, 183. And
she looks absolutely wrapped with that, as you would be.
If you can do that in a heptathlon, that's a lot of points as well.
Most definitely.
Actually, the training partner of Angus Armstrong, who we saw in our pole vault competition last night and earlier in the week. So I'm sure he'll be out there watching very closely.
And cheering Claire on. Alicia. But probably Claire as well.
He can also choose to cheer Claire on as well. Still 2 more attempts for Gibson with a PB of 1.80 metre already. But there's the results for our previous 200-metre race. John McPherson, 24.50, dominant display. Tyner Nevis-Sorrell second, and Josh Carrick also in the bronze.
New Zealand's only Scott, and New South Wales is Kate Collette. Move record held by Grace Robinson.
Claire Gibson, 183.
Oh. Another great attempt.
This is a new height for her. She hasn't attempted or cleared anything this high before. She has 1 more shot. She's got the experience of the World Under-18 Championships last year in Cali. Let's see what she can do now. Refocus, reassess, and hopefully clear. 183.
In third place, introducing our medalist, the Australian Junior Championship under 20 men's 200 metres. Medals.
Still using all as much shade as possible out there. It is still very, very hot, and it doesn't look like it's going to get cooler anytime soon.
7 seconds representing New South Wales, Zach Holdsworth. In second place, recipient of the silver medal, 21.53 seconds for Victoria, Cameron Searle.
Taylor Alexander, Morgan Kelleher, Taylor Crittenden, Elise Dixon, Chelsea Tobin, Ansu Muller, Lucas Samuels, and Sophie Easter. They are your starters in the next final on the track. The girls under 14 to 100 metres. Meet record there, 24.31. But before that race gets underway, got Claire Gibson on the runway for her last attempt at 183, World Junior qualifying height.
Come on, Claire.
Unfortunately, not to be today. It is tough. She hasn't got a qualifier yet, so unfortunately, we won't see Claire in Poland. But out on the track, they are starters in the girls under 14 200 metres. Meet record 24:31 by Maddie Peary.
In Canberra. PSG.
That's the one. Been a few meet records from that meet. Must have been a very fast day. Well, it is Canberra.
Yeah.
Canberra equals fast.
If you want to run fast, you always head down to Canberra. It was great to see the ACT state champs this year. It was absolutely stacked with heaps of people who wanted to try and run fast times or improve their PBs, go for qualifiers. Everyone was there.
I've heard there's even a possibility of them putting on a comp 2 weeks after Nationals.
Yeah, I've heard that. For those of you who are still chasing a time, there will be one more chance.
And if you want to run fast...
Canberra's the place to be.
That's right.
200 metres.
Underway in the under 14 200 metre finals from the inside. Alexander, Kelleher, Crittenden, Dixon, Tobin, Muller, Samuels and Eastoe. And coming around the bend, running very fast, Taylor Crittenden from Western Australia. On her outside is Tobin from ACT. Tobin coming home strong. We could see an ACT victory here. Tobin, the last 50 metres, can she hold on? She's gone past and she'll take the title. 26:58, fast finish from Ansu Miller there from Western Australia, moving up into second place. But ACT has taken the gold medal. The wind a negative 1.8. And there's a victory for our Australian Capital Territory. Canberra athlete not getting the quickest start, slow to accelerate. We see the athlete from Western Australia, Taylor Crittenden, running really quick off the bend, but the last 100 metres from Chelsea Tobin was just too strong for the rest of the field. Ansu Muller on her outside, closing hard as well and sneaking into the second place. But we got Robbo down there with our ACT athlete, Chelsea Tobin.
Thank you very much, Lynchy. The sprinter from Belconnen in our nation's capital. She's come out here today and put on an absolute show. And the ACT enjoying a bit of success here today. Chelsea, how was that run for you?
I thought it was fun, and I never been to Perth before. It was really fun to run on a blue track.
Nice work. You guys have a pretty quick track at the AIS in Canberra. We know that. We've been hearing from Ella Nelson and some of the other guys on the stream. But overall, the experience of Perth and the Australian Junior Championships, how's it been?
It's been a fun experience.
Well, we can't wait to see you again at more championships in the future. Over to you, Mossy.
Oh, we'll go to Lynchy instead, actually, up here in the so-called air conditioners. We're in our final stages, the last day of the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. It's time for us to take a break, and we'll be back shortly.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
To be famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.
We are back with plenty more action, and the high jump is starting to heat up. We've got one left in it, and Mossy is down there.
Very much, Lynchy. Alicia Burnett, she's still in play here. She has jumped the national qualifier for those that have joined us. The qualifier for the World Juniors. And she's a final attempt now at 185. She is going to be our national champion. She's got a qualifier, so we know what that means. I've got a Polish flag in the back pocket, so it's going to be happening. But she's got a couple of minutes to go here at the final, maybe a minute to go at the final jump. But had a little bit of a chat to her because she's already done qualifiers in the heptathlon as well. Of course, the multis still to come a little bit later in the year. She said, look, this was a bit of a sneaky one. I didn't know this was going to happen, so we'll just wait and see at the end of it. So anyway, down here, 185 the bar is. 2 attempts already gone for Alicia Burnett, and she's looking to get over this one and maybe have a crack at 187. Back up to you, Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you, Mossy. Wouldn't mind just getting a little sneaky qualifier while you're at it. She's done a fair few events now, but look at that. The current temperature, 37.6 degrees. It is hot down here, and that wouldn't just be... That's the air temperature. The temperature down on the track could be even pushing up to the 40s.
Yeah, most definitely. I always find that the hottest part of any day is actually on the track. On the track, it's always so much hotter. But that's a good thing because we want hot tracks to run fast times.
We certainly do, and we've seen it all weekend, very fast. And it's good to see our heptathlete athletes getting qualifies in their individual disciplines that they'll do again in the heptathlete. Obviously, it makes for a great heptathlon.
Yeah, most definitely. It just really puts them in good contention for almost medals, really, going into the World Under-20 Championships. If you can be up with a top 16 at best, which is what the qualifying times are based off, or distances, rather. Yeah, you can just rack up a lot of points, and I'm really excited to see how our massive team going over to Poland will do.
Alicia Burnett has a lot of experience. She came 5th at the Donetsk 2013 World Youth. She made it to Eugene for 2014 but was injured. So she's got
redemption.
Redemption, here we go. And a shot at 185.
Oh, so close.
Good jump, but I don't think she's really worried about it because she is your under-20 national champion. We've got some 1,500 metres up now. Sam Williams, George Peters, Patrick Lay, MJ Jensen Van Rensburg, Luke Burrows, Jackson Sharp, Kang Nayak, Elliot Metcalf, Austin Hunter, Bryn Lynch, Jack Wallace, Chigole Getnay and Duncan Miller. We've got 13 starters in this field. Meet record 3:54.44 from Mitch Fry in 2005, and the national record, well, he's got a couple of national records. Ryan Gregson, 3:43.84. Going by these seed times, we haven't had an athlete under 4 minutes yet. Someone's entered a seed time of 4:00.00, so we'll see what we can do with those. Maybe get someone sub 4. We saw a sub 4 minute mile last night from James Magood. Maybe we can see a sub 4 minute 1500. A few athletes getting the last minute hip numbers pinned to their sides. That certainly makes it a lot easier for us to recognise who's out there. It also helps our photo finish judges, as they're not in lanes. Those hip numbers help us determine who is who when they cross the finish line. Without those, it would be an absolute mess.
Third place could be getting a gold.
Easily could happen. We'd actually need to have a photo of every single athlete from the side and then check it out on the photo finish just to make it look like them. It's not easy. So those hip numbers, genius.
Thank you, hip numbers. Still got a big crowd out here today for our final day.
And again, the starters in the under-17, 1,500 metres. Sam Williams, Peter George, Patrick Lay, MJ Jensen Van Rensburg, Luke Burrows, Jackson Sharp, Kang Noyak, Elliot Metcalf, Austin Hunter, Bryn Lynch, Jack Wallace, Chakole Getnay, and Duncan Miller. Looks like Getnay at the front there. He's already run the 3,000 metres this weekend and the 5,000 metres, I think. So he has moved straight to the front, coming in with a 4:06 under his belt. The New South Wales athlete just tucked in behind him. And Duncan Miller from the ACT there as well. Austin Hunter and Elliot Metcalf. They go for the first 300 metres, just a tick under 50 seconds. Very tight bunch of athletes there. Not super fast pace.
Austin Hunter of Victoria, right up there as well. 365.46 the first 100 metres. Solid pace. Just starting to stretch out a little bit more.
Now they're starting to stretch out the field. Getting it at the front. Working hard. Metcalf still in there. Austin Hunter. And the ACT athlete Duncan Miller. Can ACT go back-to-back on the track? Just had an athlete win gold in the under-14 girls 200 metres. Maybe they can do it again in the under-17 boys 1,500. We got Robbo trackside getting up close and personal with this 1,500 metres. Robbo.
Lynchy, I'm just touching the track here before they come through. 39, 38 degrees. We'll blow that out of the water. I reckon that's closer to 50. You could fry an egg on this track. These guys are going to come around. They've got 800 metres more work to do from here. Have a look at their faces, see what's going on here. Bit of work being done so far, but they've got to try and stay relaxed. They're staying in a bunch. It's going to come down to a kick down, I think, here. Let's see what's going to happen. Up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. That track, maybe we'll have to fry an egg on it a little bit later. I can understand why those boys were pouring a little bit of water on it. But we still have the same three athletes out in front. Getnay, Metcalf and Duncan Miller. They're starting to pile up again as we go through 600 metres left in this race. No one is attacking it. The biggest attack we saw was from the South Australian boy in the under-14s, 1,500.
Still in the front, Metcalf and Getnay.
We need to see what can happen here with only 500 metres left.
I'm going to predict a kick around the 400 metres.
At the bell?
Yeah, at the bell.
We'll see. Maybe someone will surprise them, go a little bit earlier. But someone needs to do something. Looks like Miller trying to squeeze through that gap.
It's going to be a messy finish unless we start spreading this out.
And we've got a whole new change of leaders there. Kang Noyak, Sam Williams and Duncan Miller. We've got those three there. Those boys are out in the lead. Noyak, Miller and Williams. And it looks like the ACT athlete Miller now working down the back straight with Sam Williams on his outside. Sam Williams came in with the fastest seed time. And Patrick Lay from Queensland moving up into 4th position, getting it. Also the Queenslander fighting hard from 5th position. But we've got 3 across. Noyak going into the lead and Sam Williams. Oh, we've had a stumble. Well, we've lost 2 of our leaders and we've got Kang Noyak and Patrick Lay has just found himself in the silver medal position. But Noyak is striding out. We've got a big fight in the backpack. Patrick Lay still holding on, but the New South Wales athlete fighting hard and flying home. And that looks like Jackson Sharp, but he, the Victorian, 4:04.47. Kang Noyak taking out the gold medal. We might have to see what comes of this race with a bit of a stumble with 200 metres to go.
Yeah, 2 of the athletes were completely wumped out.
Sam Williams hitting the deck just in front of Duncan Miller from ACT, and Miller having to jump over the top. But here is the replay. Watch the athletes. Sam Williams just getting tripped and unfortunately taking out Miller. Miller had nowhere to go.
Really impressive finish by the New South Welshman. Just completely kicked it into a gear with 150 to go to get up into that silver medal position. Great
Did
running.
enough. Noyak almost celebrated a little bit too early here.
Yeah, almost.
Didn't know that Sharp was finishing, as we just see in front of us while the replay's going. The ACT athlete just crossing the line. But we've got Robbo down there with Kang Nyack.
Yeah, that's right, Lynchy. Kang's down here and looking very, very excited as he crossed the finishing line there. What did that win mean to you out there today, Kang?
Oh, it's been everything I came here about on Thursday, so with my teachers, so they came here to support me, and I wanted to finish it off there.
Now you're representing the Big V there, mate. Where's home for you?
Vic. Yeah, so...
And I've spoken to a lot of Vics today. You guys are racking up the medals. We haven't seen the overall count for a little while, but conditions-wise, we're talking about how hot it is there. On the track, it must be getting close to 50 degrees. How did that work in your favour today, do you think?
Oh, I'm more of a heat person, so I like heat better. Yeah, that's about all.
All right, mate. Well done. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you getting that gold medal very shortly. Back up to you, Lynchy, where you're, no doubt, enjoying some grapes and some nice, fresh, cold water in the air-conditioned commentary box.
I'm actually sitting in an ice bath at the moment, just sipping on some Slurpees, and it's beautiful up here.
Being treated like kings and queens.
That's exactly right. But we've got another race on the track. Hopefully find someone else for you to talk to, Robbo. We've got the men's under 18, 1,500 metres. National record, the same as obviously the under 17s, 3:43.84, Ryan Gregson. And the meet record, 3:50.16, Geordie Williams. And there it is, your starters, 18 starters: Edward Baisha, Callum Davies, Callan Goldsmith, Cade Zakax, Ryan and Thomas, Luke Graves, Adam Fox, Josh Phillips, Lachlan Cowley, Jared Clifford, Joel Lonsdale, James Tucker, Sean Hancock, Maximilian Graff, Jack Mills, Hayden Chamberlain, Kieran Riley and Luke Foley.
It's a big field out there.
18 starters out there. And we've got Mossy out there. Mossy.
Yeah, thanks very much, Lynchy. Well, we're here with a very surprised, I think, Alicia Burnett. She took out the women's under-20s high jump, so she also did a 183 qualifier, which means that we can safely put her on the plane to Big Gosh. Congratulations. Let's just quickly talk through that. 174, the height that you came in at, you went miss. What were you thinking that final attempt?
I was more thinking of what my coach would do to me if I didn't make these attempts, but it was more just for me knowing that going into a multi as well, I was trying to prepare myself for the multi in Sydney where I can't do that. I won't go on the plane, so it was more just try and keep my nerve, test myself and see how well I could hold the pressure.
Well, you've mentioned there about the multi, so you've already got a qualifier so far for the heptathlon for the World Juniors. You've now actually... You've been selected, there's no doubt about that. What are you going to do?
I'm really not sure yet. I'm going to keep this in my back pocket, hopefully, and see how it goes, because multis is sort of my one true love, but I'll see how it goes, see how the body holds up as well, knowing me, just keeping one piece and see how it goes. But a lot less pressure on me now, knowing that I have a spot on the plane. I can just sort of go out there, have fun, try my best, and don't have to hold anything back, so...
Well, congratulations, Alicia. You're on the plane, or the bus to Big Gosh, the winner here of the women's under-20. She's the national champion with a 183 qualifier. We're going to throw it up to Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you very much, Mossy. She must be stoked as we go through the first 200 metres. Very slow again. All these distance runners, they do like having their own kick. We've got Ryan and Thomas, Zakax, Cowley, Josh Phillips in the headband there, and Joel Lonsdale. But we've got Ryan and Thomas leading through the first 300 metres, going through just a tick under that 48 seconds. No serious moves yet from these athletes, but like what Robbo said before, very, very hot out there on the track. It must be absolutely burning their soles, of their feet, obviously.
Most definitely. Running 1,500 metres with your feet burning cannot be comfortable at all. And I'm sure the boys are going to play out a tactical slow race, just like the one before, to try and get those medals.
That's it. That's what we're hunting for, the medals. Meet record 3:50.16. Very, very fast. But we still have Ryan and Thomas and Lachlan Cowley from Queensland. Lachlan Cowley, he's a sub-4 minute man. Ryan and Thomas didn't enter a time, actually. No seed time. but he is taking out the lead at the moment. We've got Josh Phillips just tucked in behind Joel Lonsdale, and then another Queenslander, Adam Fogg. So there's a big group of Queenslanders there. Hayden Chamberlain out there. Josh Phillips in the headband. But now it's a big pack of Queenslanders surrounding. But Cowley has gone to the lead.
So the penultimate lap, it is under 18 minutes, 1500 metre final.
See a move here.
And you can see the pace just starting to dial up another notch. It's Clifford that's gone.
Jared Clifford. He's sick of the slow pace. He's starting to turn it up. With 600 metres left in this race, Cowley Phillips is there. We see a big move.
Just started to move around, a little bit of elbow work there.
Trying to get clear from the rest of the field. So it looks like Luke Graves, West Australian. He's a 3:54 man, one of the fastest times in the field, and he's finding himself with some open running. Josh Phillips tucking in, Cowley still there. And they're stretching out. We've got a big group here. They've split the pack with that move as they come through to get the bell. Just a tick under 3 minutes. Need to see a really fast lap if we want to see a sub 4 minute race. Graves, Phillips, Lonsdale and Cowley. The Graves still holding on.
It's a big gap between second and third at this stage.
Certainly Lachlan Cowley just a tick in front. It looks like Lonsdale's now moved into third position. But Graves still 200 metres to go. Lonsdale's finding something else in those legs. And Clifford there in fourth position. But Graves, that move with 600 to go could be enough. Josh Phillips is hunting him down. Clifford moving up on the back of Lonsdale. It's a battle for gold, battle for silver, and a big battle for bronze. But Luke Graves is going to take this title out. Clifford's fighting and coming home hard. Jared Clifford, he might sneak into the silver medal. But Luke Graves is going to take it. Let's see the finish. Josh Phillips just holding on from Jared Clifford. Winning time there for around the 4 minute mark. The clock's still running along. But Luke Graves will be the winner from WA. They're having some great running on their home track. They're loving this heat. They're used to it. It's their home state. They don't need to travel too far to come out here. We see Graves, that kick with 600 metres left in the race. Put him out there. Phillips tried to go with him, but Clifford just in the background, holding up, running in behind Lonsdale and then whipping on the outside, moving himself into the bronze medal and getting super close to Phillips at the end there, but just 3:57.88. We've got Robbo down there with your winner from Western Australia, Luke Graves.
Thank you. Yeah, Lukey Graves down here. Hometown victory once again there in the 1500 metres. Luke, what does it mean to win the gold medal? National championships on your home track here.
Oh, it's definitely a good feeling. I mean, it's really hot, so most of the other states weren't really used to it, but did what I could.
How was the race there, mate? Tactically, did it work out the way you thought it would?
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of plans, like it was either going to be 800 or maybe 600, depending on when the wind was, but I was pretty happy with how it worked.
All right, well done, mate. Congratulations on the win there. Going to pull in young Jared Clifford over here as well from Victoria. Well done. Congratulations, mate. Now, Jared's one of our AWD athletes. He finished 7th at the IPC World Championships in Doha last year. And, mate, you've got yourself a medal with the able-body boys here today. How does that feel? You really pushed it coming home there.
Yeah, that was good. I came in here. I wanted to show that the para-athletes are just as dedicated, motivated, and just as elite as the able-bodies. And hopefully my performance today helped that.
And, mate, you're searching for a qualifier for Rio at the moment. Tell me what's your journey all about?
So I've got to try and get the A qualifier, which is 3:56.26. So I was a bit off it today, but I've got a few more races left, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
Congratulations, mate. We'll be cheering for you all the way over there to Rio. Well done. Jared Clifford there in the men's 1500 metres. Back up to Lynchy.
Thanks, Robbo. That is absolutely awesome. Fingers crossed he can find himself some maybe a little bit cooler, less windy conditions, and grab himself that 3:56. And you can see the start list now for the under-17 girls 1,500 metre. Catherine Miller, Olivia O'Donnell, Heidi Demio, Lucinda Crouch, Montana McAvoy, Alison Rogers, Ella Heaney, Emma Ferguson, Kiara Nazaroff, Ruby Smee, Annabelle Eastman and Emma Files. Now, it is super hot out there at the moment. Now, what happens if it gets too hot?
Well, Lynchy, when temperatures are forecast at 41 degrees and above, the competition may be postponed until sunset with a modified program, or the event even may be cancelled. So hopefully it doesn't reach that and the temperature starts to drop, so it's more comfortable for the kids out there. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see and just hope that the clouds that are coming over now will start to cool it down out here on the track.
There it is, 36.9. Looks like it's dropped. It's only dropped to 0.2 of a degree.
I'll take a drop.
We'll take a drop of anything. So I don't even know what they're whinging about downstairs. It's only dropped to 0.2 of a degree. It should be beautiful.
Yeah. Sunbaking weather.
Hopefully when that cloud's come across. Well, I don't see anyone sunbaking at the moment. They're all trying to find their square of shade. Good idea putting up those shade sails down in that section of the track. So we get these girls underway shortly. Don't need to be standing around at the start line for too long in this heat. I'm sure they want to get it underway. Meet record 4:25.50 from Amy Harding to lose, who just won our under 20 1500 and booked herself a spot to Bidgosh. And the national record, Georgia Clark again, 4:06.77. That's very fast.
South Wales, so in 2014 it's number 4:25.50. National record. Now by Georgie Clark, it's number 4:06.77. Cross to the start line on back straight.
Sorry, after this one and the next one. There we are, away in the girls 1,500 metres for the under-17s. Inside, Catherine Miller, Olivia O'Donnell, Heidi Demio, Lucinda Crouch, Montana McAvoy, Alison Rogers, Ella Heaney, Emma Ferguson, Kiara Nazaroff, Ruby Smee, Annabelle Eastman and Emma Files. And Catherine Miller straight to the front of the pack. Miller is very, very talented athlete, has done a plethora of World Junior qualifiers, but he's too young to go. So we won't be seeing her in Poland. We may be seeing her next year in Nairobi for the World Under-18 Championships. We'll see what she can produce. Now, her PB is faster than the meet record, as they go through just a tick over 51 seconds.
As we see Miller lead through from Crouch and Demio.
Lucinda Crouch and Heidi Demio in second and third at the moment.
It's a big stretch out of girls. Probably 50 metres between first and 12th at the moment.
Yeah, they're turning on the pace there. Maybe she's attacking that meet record, wanting to take it off Amy Harding to lose. It's tough weather out there. We haven't seen any super fast 1500s yet. Windy and hot, probably the complete opposite of what you're looking for in a 1500 metres. But Miller now has opened up a strong lead, just grinding away. And it's a battle for the minor medals at the moment. Catherine Miller, very, very strong, opening up this lead. It looks like it's just going to keep getting wider and wider. No girls willing to follow her out. We have Olivia O'Donnell, Heidi Demio there as well, and Lucinda Crouch. Crouch, Demio and O'Donnell. First four athletes with hip numbers are now in the first four positions so far on the track. And it looks like the ACT athlete O'Donnell moved up into second position. But this lead now, 20 metres down the back straight.
Such a strong performance so far. I can't wait to watch the last 1.5 laps.
Just powering away. This is pure class running from Catherine Miller. Ran through the heats in a 4:38.16. And she is still got plenty left in the tank. 500 metres left. The girls behind will need to make a move shortly if they ever plan to take out this gold medal, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it anyway. Catherine Miller, too strong at the moment. Receiving the bell, 3:15. So if she drops a 72nd lap here, she can take out that meet record. We've got O'Donnell, Demio in the minor medals. Crouch looks like she's being left behind a little bit, but we go 1, 2, 3. Our 3 hip numbers are the 3 in that order at the moment. We see Demio now. We're going to move up into second position. She's moved past O'Donnell.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, a West Australian athlete.
The heat just getting too much for the girls out there.
Might need to get some first aid attention for her, but Catherine Miller.
This gap's just getting bigger and bigger.
Way too strong. She's kept this same pace the whole time. And from the start, she's done it well. But look at that, Demio, O'Donnell and Crouch. It's a battle for those medals. There's 3 there, but only 2 can get medals. And it looks like Demio now. Crouch coming home on the outside. Crouch moving to the outside. Just going to be outside that meet record. But Catherine Miller will take it out for 28.29. Crouch in second. And the Victorian Heidi Demio taking the bronze.
Definitely get those girls some water soon.
Yeah, I think so.
Huge performance from all 3 medalists, especially in that last lap, really turning it up.
Just way too strong. Time to get yourselves in some shade, I think. And there's the replay. Catherine Miller, bit more action happening behind them. It's Crouch there in 4th place before they entered the straight. But Catherine Miller, it was her race the whole time. Way too strong. But a very fast finish there from Lara Crouch. We've got Robbo down trackside with your winner, Catherine Miller.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mossy. Catherine Miller joins me here at the finish line. And Catherine, congratulations on getting the gold medal there. How was the race for you?
Yeah, it was my first race.
No worries there. Just a bit of audio issues there. I'm sure we'll be able to come back soon to have a chat with Robbo. I think it's working now. Robbo, you're with Catherine Miller.
Thank you, Lynchy. Yeah, you had to read what we read our mouths there. We've got some sound now for you. And Catherine Miller joins me. She's got the win there today. And Catherine, how was the race for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm pretty happy to come away with the win. I've had a pretty tough season with injuries and things, so happy to finish it on a high.
I was lucky enough to commentate a race earlier, late last year, State 3,000 metre championships in Sydney, and you're looking really, really strong there. What's been happening since then, between then and now?
Well, I've had a few injuries since then, just a foot and fell down the stairs and hurt my knee, so training's been a bit on and off, so it's just good to be here today.
All right, well, I hope you've given up the falling down the stairs. Keep yourself safe and enjoy being the national champion here today and wearing that gold medal a little bit later on.
Thank you.
There you go, Catherine Miller, back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much, Robbo. Good to see you've got that mic all working. We see up next our last 1,500 metre of the program, the women's under 18. And there's a start list: Clarissa Herbst, Jessie Main, Madison Caulfield, Cara Fade Ryan, Abigail Da Silva, Brielle Urbacher, Brioni Nord, Georgia Evans, India Williams, Hannah Prio, Sarah Eckel, Clea Ozane Yucks.
Sorry, that was off.
Meet record for this is 4:22.70, set by Heidi Reardon back in 2001, and national record 4:06.77 set back in 2000 by, of course, Georgie Clark.
Georgie Clark, plenty of junior records.
So many.
Going into the front there, Brioni Norton. After this 1500 metres, we will move on to our relays. A couple of 4x2s and some 4x4s to finish off the program.
In an individual sport, it's so good to get together as a team and have an opportunity to really celebrate and achieve some great things together with some of your mates or people that you will develop good relationships with in the future.
Exactly. There, at times when they're on the track in individual, they're your competitors, but it's good to get out there as a team. And now with the World Relays, I think our relay programs hopefully will keep developing, and we'll send as many people as we can. I'd like to see a 4x2 out there in, I think it's still going to be in Nassau in Bahamas, but it'd be great to see a 4x2 team sent over there.
Would love to see a 4x2 team.
Definitely think we've got the depth in that race, and pretty interesting, especially we'll do our 4x2s a little bit differently here that they do it in the Bahamas. They stay in their lanes the whole time, where our athletes will cross over down the back. But let's get back to that 1500. Georgia Evans now, training partner of the Harding-Deleuze twins, taking control of this race. Just behind her, Clarissa Herbst. Clarissa Herbst there now, moving herself into a comfortable position in the lead. Cara Fane Ryan tucked in third position. Georgia Evans still there, and she's surrounded by a couple of New South Wales athletes on her outside, Hannah Prio and Brioni Norton.
Yeah, the girls are really spreading out this pack. There's probably a group of 4 or 5 behind, and then 6 in the front that are all pushing the pace and really going to try and get up into those medal positions.
Yeah, they're really stretching it out now. We see it looks like a group of 5 athletes out the front. Madison Caulfield there in 4th position. We've got a Western Australian, 2 New South Wales athletes, and a Victorian. So we've got Clarissa Herbst, Georgia Evans, Madison Caulfield, Cara Fane Ryan and Hannah Prio. Those 5 athletes.
Lots of long strides going on. Getting them around the 1.5 kilometres.
Looks like tough running out there. The feet would be burning as well as the lungs and the legs. 4:50 to go here. WA have been pretty dominant when they've got a supreme athlete in these distance races. It's their conditions. We saw Luke Graves earlier as they get the bell, just going through 3:22.7. We're seeing a move there from Madison Caulfield. Now,
really just surging over
around the
400 metre mark.
Yeah, using that bell to wind up her kick. Georgia Evans is being left behind there in the bronze medal, but it's Clarissa Herbst and Caulfield. Caulfield now moving up on the shoulder of Herbst. Still 250 metres to go. Will Herbst be able to use that home crowd advantage and get her home? Caulfield, 200 metres to go. Only a few strides in front of Herbst, but it is opening up. The Western Australian hasn't been able to respond to this move from Caulfield. And now she is really opening up this lead now. Georgia Evans still in that 3rd position, but it is stretching out the lead. The Victorian Madison Caulfield. She is definitely going to be crowned the Australian under-18 1,500 metre champion. The Victorian taking it out, Clarissa Herbst in silver, and Georgia Evans, the New South Wales athlete, will finish with the bronze.
Congratulations to all the medal places. What a great last lap.
That local knowledge from Herbst, just not enough to get her over the line. And Madison Caulfield, oh, it's going to be hot laying down on that track. I'm sure that's probably not very...
It's the adrenaline. She won't be able to feel it.
Oh, no, she felt it. That's too hot. Get off the track. She has a look around there in the Adidas replay. Just way too strong. Making the move at 250 metres to go. And powering home.
Really lengthening out her stride in the last 50 metres to try and reach for that line.
And we've got Robbo trackside again with your winner, Madison Caulfield.
Thank you, Lynchy. Yes, it's another chat on the live stream for Madison Caulfield. Congratulations, Madison. How was that run out there today? I'm guessing one word comes to mind, a little bit hot.
Yeah, so hot. I'm so exhausted, but good to get a win. Yeah.
How's the week been overall? How's the energy levels feeling? We're deep into the championships now. It's almost completed. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm definitely got to the end of my energy sources. So exhausted.
Well done. All right, congratulations once again. I'll let you get out of the sun, go and cool down. Congratulations to Madison Caulfield taking out another gold medal there for the Victorians. Back up to Lynchy and Ella.
Thank you, Robbo. And we've got some relays coming up. We're going to take a break. You've been watching the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
To be famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.
And we are back at the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. It is relay time. It's a tradition at pretty much every single athletics championships to finish off with some relays.
They can arguably be like the most exciting part of the entire championships. Everyone really gets behind their state and there's always a lot of cheers from the crowd. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And we've got some 4x2s coming in with the under 16 age groups and some 4x4s for the under 18 and under 20s. So this will be the last run for a lot of these athletes, just to get out there and have a huge dig. And we might be seeing a few of our medalists. I could just see here peeking out into some of our later events, maybe a Jess Thornton running last for New South Wales apparently.
Would love to see Jess having another hit out, although it wouldn't surprise me if after her huge performance before, she may have pulled the thing out.
But as you can see there, we've got the starters. ACT, Lawrence Davis, Darcy Kinsella, Josh Small and Jeremy Marinan. From Victoria, Brandon Richmond-Craig, Ben Delabosca, Aaron Lefferink and Melvin Monley. South Australia, Benjamin Larson, Duran Calgary, Dane Proster and Tristan Calamalleri. New South Wales, James Roach, Samuel Ellicott, Mark Focus, Luke Trevelyan. From Queensland, Carlton Mason, Nicholas Schultz, Travis Isles, Genya Diaz. From Western Australia, Sasha Zoya, Stefan Rajakovic, Jaden Moorhead and Kian Paget. New South Wales team's very handy, but there's a few medalists there from the Victorian team. Melvin Monley won the under-15s 200. Aaron Lefferink won the under-16s 200. So we might be able to see a gold for Victoria again.
Anything can happen in relays. It depends if the baton gets around, how the boys are feeling, and obviously a lot of them have had a huge week of events as well, and it's hot out here.
Yeah, especially in the 4x2. It's not an oft-run relay. So it will be very interesting to see what happens there.
I'm a bit biased, but it's my favourite relay.
Now,
a little bit more tactical than a 4x1.
They are going to run like opposite to what you might have seen at the World Relays. But Steve
hi, Dad.
Nelson, Ella's dad.
What a great junior and youth championship. Has everything. Live stream, comradeship, weather, performance and records. Hashtag Summer of Apps. If you want to get around it like my dad has, just hashtag Summer of Apps in your tweets. Thanks, Dad.
Even dads can tweet.
It's quite technologically advanced for an old guy. He's going to hate me for saying that. Sorry.
We see the boys lining up their blocks at the... They'll be 4 by 200 metres. 2 laps of the track, 800 metres in total. I think in the... They call it the 2-lap relay at the World Relays.
Yes.
We've got Robbo down in the midst of the relay action.
That's right, Lynchy. Here we go. This is the stick that we've got to get around. This is the thing we've got to get around nice and cleanly, hopefully. As you guys have said, this is one of the most exciting moments of any athletics championships, but for athletics carnival. Think back to school, how exciting your running for your house was, trying to get the baton around, get those points up, win the championship. So, look, these guys are getting about their starts here at the moment, and it's going to be exciting down here. Can't wait to see which state is going to get the glory in this first of the relays. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. Hopefully they didn't leave the relay baton container out in the sun a little bit too long.
And Lynchy, can you just talk us through a 4x2 and how the relay works?
So they're going to start off the 4x4 metre mark. So the changeover zones, they're not really marked at the moment over at the 200, but they'll stay in their lanes all the way around to the third runner. When the third runner reaches the back straight, then they can cut in.
Just like an 800.
Just like an 800, just like a 4x4, except there will be 3 runners taking that position. And they will change over there at the 200 metre mark and run all the way home. It'll be very interesting. It's not run off very often, so there can be some chaos. And there's nothing like a relay with some chaos.
A few nudges, maybe a baton drop or two. We'll just have to wait and see.
Looking forward to it. Especially those 4x4s as well, where pretty much after that first leg, no lanes.
It's free for all.
Go for it.
Back to the track, next event. Relay action here in the Australian Junior Championship.
You can see the boys over the back lining up as the 4th runners. They will walk out onto the track after the 3rd runner gets the baton, and they will be lined up in order of place.
Oh.
We have the current temperature at 37.5 degrees Celsius, so it's jumping back up. The clouds have cleared a bit and the sun is boiling.
Well, obviously in our air-conditioned booth here, it's a beautifully crisp, constant...
26?
26? Is
Yeah.
that cold?
Nah.
23?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, that sounds better. 23. We've got ice blocks. Just ice blocks. Some super dupers. Yum.
All the good stuff.
See the boys getting in their lanes from the inside. ACT, Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia. And we are away. We've got our 6 teams. The stagger will be a 3-bend stagger. So don't expect these athletes to make too much impact on the other teams. As I say that, the Victorian goes past the South Australian. We do our first change. This will be the tricky bit. It's a mix of a 4x1 and a 4x2, but good change there from WA. New South Wales now the 2nd athlete. Samuel Ellicott running hard. And Victoria has Ben Della Bosca. It looks like Victoria might change in the lead as they come around to their 3rd runner. Victoria with Aaron Lefferink, the under-16 200-metre champion. How good would that be to have your 200-metre champion as your 3rd runner? New South Wales has got their Mark Focus, the under-16 400-metre champion, now chasing
Champions
him
everywhere.
down. There is champions everywhere. And Lefferink will pass it to the under-15 200-metre champion. So that's going to be a tough battle. New South Wales have Luke Trevelyan, Melvin Monlay for Victoria. But it looks like Victoria with Monlay. Trevelyan coming at him hard. And we'll see what can happen here. It's still 100 metres left. Monlay having a look around. But he's opening up that early running He was just boxing with the Melvin Monlay. What a talent. There it is, 1:30.57. That's a whole 800 metres. So David Radisha runs 1:40. They just ran 1:30.
Yeah, the boys are absolutely moving. New South Wales in second and WA coming in third.
WA there getting the minor medals. Well done. Lots of medals there for WA. It's good to see in their home championships. As we see the last change, I think Monlay just cruising a little bit here, thinking he had it won. Trevelyan making some early headway. And as he has a look around, I think he realised that he was under threat and he turned on the speed the last 100.
Really smart running, conserving energy, but doing enough to get the gold.
And we got Robbo down there with some victorious Victorians.
That's right. It's Ben Della Bosca down here in Melbourne, Monlay. And Mr. Della Bosca, you had the second leg there for the Vics. And how was it for you?
Oh, it was pretty tough, you know. Just trying to catch back that New South Wales kid. It was really tough, but, you know, we got there and off to Aaron Lefrink. And, yeah, it was a good run by the boys. And Melbourne did well. And, yeah.
I feel like I've been chatting to Melbourne a few times this week as well, mate. Big week. That's finally done for you now. How would you sum up the whole week?
Oh, it was all right.
I think you're allowed to say something more exciting than all right. I think you've done outstandingly well. Well done to the Vics. Well done. And we're going to see how this next 4x200 goes. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the week has been all right. Melbourne said it best. All right. We got the women's 4x200 metres under 16 meet record, 1:38.41. And the national record also that same one, Gardner, Bannister, Turner and Morton. But here we go. New South Wales, Team McPherson, Isabella Walker, Talia Lumau and Dakota Thomas. From Queensland, Stephanie Walsh, Amy Bryce, Tara Chaplin, Samantha Stanley. Victoria, Adora Arch, Abby Bradley Power, Grace Goldsworthy and Mia Gross. West Australia, Ella Page, Hannah Whitbread, Jenna Bain, Sophie White. From the ACT, Chelsea Choban, Ruby White, Emily Pease and Michaela Cruz. And South Australia, Lauren Payne, Shyla Fosdyke, Lara Mullins and Lucy Doney. I can see a fair few champions in this race.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
A lot of these guys have already done a 200 today, but I can see Jenna Bain, the 800 metre. 200 metre, sorry. No, 100 metre. That's where we saw her. Fast finishing 100 metre runner.
Yes. Let's see how she can go over a 2.
Chelsea Tobin, the 14-year-old, the 13-year-old who won the under-14s. Dakota Thomas out there. Talia Lumau, who won the 400 recently. So it'll be an interesting head-to-head battle. Mia Gross, who just won the 100 before. The girls go through their last preparations on the blocks.
Teams discussing where they're going to change over. Tactics, maybe.
I'm going to stand over there and then you give me the baton.
And then I'll run.
That's a good tactic.
Sounds good.
Should work. Only a few more races left. 5 more on the program after this 4x2. There'll be 4 more 4x4s. Under 18 men's and women's and under 20 men's and women's. Traditionally, 4x4s last events on the program. There's Blake, our trusty cameraman. He's been working hard all weekend. Only a few more races to shoot. You can see a bit of water work there to cool down those hand spots.
And the knee, you can see the little knee.
And there is a knee spot. Just affecting a few other lanes as it runs into the centre of the field there.
I'm sure they won't mind. It'll almost dry up by the time they get around to it.
I'd say there's a very good chance that'll happen.
Do we have an egg?
An egg.
That we can fry?
Yeah, maybe we could find an egg somewhere. They had egg salad sandwiches in the canteen, but I think they were already fried. So maybe Robbo can go and find an egg, or Mossy. Away in the under-16 girls 4 by 200 metre relay. New South Wales on the inside, Queensland, Victoria, Western Australia, ACT and South Australia. And some fast running there from the South Australians. Very, very quick. We won't be able to see too much of who's winning until they start moving into the home straight for the first time. See some quick changes there. This is the tough change. It's a mix of a 4x1 and a 4x4, a bit of a sided change. We're coming around the bend now. It looks like New South Wales might be in the best chance there on the inside. Queensland running well, so is South Australia. Excellent running from the outside lanes. It is tricky, but quick finish from Amy Bryce from Queensland might move them into the lead. There's no Victoria there at the moment. Bit of a fumble there from the New South Wales team. They've given it to the under-16 400 metre champion.
So strong.
And there's Talia Lumau now powering around the bend, and she is absolutely gapping the rest of the field. And she's going to hand it to Dakota Thomas, who just won the 100 metres earlier. Oh, sorry, got second in the 100 metres. Bit of a slow change there, but Dakota Thomas now
looking good for New South Wales at this stage.
It looks like New South Wales, they just need to hold on. But there's a fast finishing athlete just behind her. That's WA, Sophie White, but Dakota Thomas, she's done a great job from the lead. New South Wales taking it out. Mia Gross just couldn't get there in the end. Will settle for the bronze for Victoria. 1:40.72, Dakota Thomas.
Congratulations to New South Wales. What a strong run from all of the girls.
That third leg there, super fast from Talia Lumau. Cutting up the inside and doing it in fine form as we see Dakota Thomas there taking the baton. It is tricky with these relays. It's not too sure what kind of change to do. Do you do a 4x4 or a 4x1 change?
How fast are they going to be coming in?
That's right. You can't test it the same as a one. They're not going to be flying. But we've got Robbo down trackside with some of the winners from that 4x200 metre team.
Thank you, Lynchy. I've got Isabella Walker here and Dakota Thomas, the second and fourth leg in the New South Wales relay there, the winners. And Isabella, I've got to say, I'm loving the hair here at the moment, the blue and white happening in through there. But tell me, how was the run and how was it being part of that relay?
It was great being a part of that relay. I love these girls so much. It's great just to be able to run up in the older age group. Didn't feel too great, my legs are killing me, but it was great.
Now, Dakota, I appreciate you're the final leg there, so I'm not going to ask too many long questions of you, but how are you feeling after what has been a pretty big week for you too? You've just come off throwing the shot put only a few minutes ago.
I am absolutely exhausted.
Well done. You girls will sleep well tonight, I'm sure, as will everyone that's been involved. But back up to you, Lynchy, up in the air-conditioned commentary box.
Thank you, Robbo. Now we've got some 4x4s to finish it off. We'll take a break and come back with more action.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
To be famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.
Back again for our 4x4s. We've got the girls and boys under 18 4x4s, and then let's go the other way. It's actually the men's and the women's. So the men first, then the women's. Under 18s, then the under 20s. There's your start sheet there. Queensland on the inside, Ethan Hill, Joshua Horsburgh, Hayden Shoebridge, Kian McGrath. Victoria, Josh Petrosat, Felix Lonergan, Parker Lawrence, and Christian Davis. From South Australia, Kai Pudney, Harrison Hunt, Blake Jones, Aussie, Tyler Dowd. From New South Wales, Alexander Thompson, Sebastian Moyer, Joshua Fernandez, James McPaul. And from Western Australia, Adam Cobb, Riley Armstrong, Thomas Drossel, and Jordan Nash. Meet record 3:14.81, set by Queensland, and the national record 3:14.39, set by Victoria in 1984. It's very handy, actual 3:14.39. Look at those Adidas spikes, so quick, so fast.
I don't think that's their slogan.
No, I think it might be. It definitely is.
If not, it should be.
After this weekend, it will be. Here we go. We are underway. 4 laps of the track, as the World Relays call it, the 4-lap relay. And from the inside, Ethan Hill leading off for Queensland. Josh Petrosat from Victoria. South Australia with Kai Pudney. Alexander Thompson for New South Wales. And in lane 6 from West Australia, Adam Cobb. So again, this is the 3-bend stagger. The Victorian athlete Josh Petrosat giving them a super lead.
Very strong first 200. Let's hope he can bring it home.
Yeah, he's really put themselves in a commanding position there. That is a big lead. It might not look like it at the moment, but when they cross over here, changing to the second runner, Josh Petrosat will pass it to Felix Lonergan. And if they get a good, clean change, they will have a big, big lead. When they get to the back straight, just like an 800, they will cut into single lanes. But Victoria there, New South Wales and WA, the first 3 positions. And that's Felix Lonergan out there for Victoria. Sebastian Moyer trying to hunt him down, and Riley Armstrong. The South Australian there, Harrison Hunt, is in the hunt for that bronze medal, and he's trying to get his team to join up with those athletes just in front of them and hopefully put themselves in medal contention. But it's Athletics Victoria, the big V, with a commanding lead.
Vics are doing it better in this one.
They certainly are, unfortunately, for those who don't believe that hashtag. Felix Lonergan there, passing to Parker Lawrence. Josh Fernandez there, and the Western Australian Thomas Drossel now tucked in behind him. South Australia still holding on. And we're in the 3rd leg now. But it looks like Victoria, they're really extending their lead. Parker Lawrence pushing the pace. 200 metres left, and Josh Fernandez trying to pull him back. The Victorian going out very quickly. Really opening up, but Drossel from Western Australia now pulling out to the side and trying to pass the New South Wales athlete. Victoria, Parker Lawrence will pass it to Christian Davis.
Fernandez holding on. Good job, Josh.
Fernandez passing to James McPaul and Jordan Nash. We've got Christian Davis, winner of the 800 this weekend, and he is going to be strong over the later stages in this 400 metres. And I think at the moment, it's Victoria's race to lose. There's not much that can go wrong from here. 200 metres left. This is a fast leg from the Victorian. James McPaul trying to come back. It's a battle between McPaul and Nash. It looks like the gold medal is sorted, but back in that 2nd and 3rd position, it is a fight. McPaul just starting now to really pull away. He was just foxing with the West Australian. A big claim from the Victorian as New South Wales finish in 2nd and WA taking out the bronze medal.
3:17.90 for the Victorian winners.
It's not too bad a time either there.
Really dominant display from the first leg.
Very, very quick. And there it is. Any time under 3 minutes 20 is an average of 50 seconds. So obviously 3 seconds under that. This boy's averaging around that 48, 49 seconds.
Great running.
Some fast running from these under 18s. And we'll get to see in the Adidas replay the big victory claim from the Big V. And Robbo has the Victorians again.
The victorious Victorians. It seems like it's been a day of victorious Victorians that I've been chatting to down here at the finish line. Congratulations, gentlemen. You got the win. Talk us through the race.
Well, Josh got us up to a good start, and I just tried to build in that lead, and then the boys took care of the rest of it.
How was it from your end?
Really hot. Tell you that. Quite hot.
And the anchor man, you did well there, bringing him home.
Yeah, it was possibly the hardest race of the whole tournament, but we pulled through. I'm happy for the boys.
Okay. And what's the level of fatigue like at the end of the week?
Very fatigued now. Quite hot and bothered.
Right, final thing, boys, before I let you go. You are the Big V. They say Vics do it better. I've got a flag each for you here. Can you please identify which is the Victorian flag for me? We all in agreement? They got it right? I think they have. Congratulations. You can get the gold medal for identifying the Victorian flag. Well done. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much, Robbo. Oh, that was a fluke. He's done his research. He knows his flags. We've got some more 4x4s to come. We've got the under-18 girls next, and then we move on to the under-20s. So 3 more events on the program.
And then it's a conclusion for the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships.
Now, Mossy, how has your day been there out on the track?
Oh, I'm sure it's been wonderful for you up there in the nice cool breeze and the shade at the top of the grandstands. But, mate, for me, it's been extremely hot down here. And if you have a look at me, I'm actually built like I'm made for Poland, not here in the heat at Perth. And these have been my best friends for the last couple of hours. I reckon I've gone through about 10 litres. But, yeah, it's been extremely hot. As we're talking about frying eggs, I think we could burn eggs on top of that, the track over here today. But, yeah, no, it has been, sensational in terms of some of the achievements today, and just the athletes being able to perform in these type of conditions is extremely tough, but they've been able to just continue on their winning performances and get a few of them getting themselves all the way over there to Big Gosh. So up to you. Sorry,
so what's been your highlight? He's talking about people going to Poland. What's been your highlight for the day on the field?
Yeah, look, I thought it was going to be Connor Warren in the javelin with a huge final throw to take out the men's jav in the under-20s. But, I mean, how could you go past Alicia Burnett? She came here, she wasn't really thinking much about a qualifier in the women's high jump, and it just popped up for her. She went twice, missed at 174, just got over and got up to 183. So she's the national champion. For me, that's definitely a highlight, in particular out in the field.
Certainly is. Thank you very much, Mossy. We'll have to leave you out there into the sun a little bit longer as we go to our 4x4 for the under-18s from New South Wales. Eliza Harvey, Imogen Russell, Georgia Evans, Rebecca Bennett, Tasmania, Ebony Webb, Ruby Smee, Raphaela Corney and Rebecca Revel. From Queensland, Jamelia Murphy-Knight, Lacey Taylor, Cara Jardine and Ella Connolly going for her 5th gold medal, possibly. Victoria, Lily Bays, Zoe Brito, Bubba Poulet, Tess, Kirisop Cole and Anna Musker. From South Australia, Natasha Messon, Jacqueline Thring, Isabel Rademski and Alice Heap. And from Western Australia, Jade White, Ellie Nagel, Indigo Butchop and Hannah Whitbread. Good to see a Tasmanian relay team finally in there. Haven't seen a Tasmanian relay team there for quite some time. As we see those, let's hope that water on the track doesn't get on the hands and that relay baton slip out. Away again, leading off for New South Wales, Eliza Harvey. For Tasmania, Ebony Webb. Queensland, Jamelia Murphy-Knight. Victoria has Lily Bays. South Australia, Natasha Messon, and Western Australia, Jade White.
Fantastic mission at the pattern. First name Lily Bays for Victoria, Queensland, Jamila Murphy-Knight. We've seen medal over the 4 hurdles. Ebony Webb for Tasmania, Eliza Harvey for New South Wales.
Victorian athlete Lily Bays there, moving up past the South Australian athlete, but it is hard to tell with these staggers.
Queensland are looking good at this stage.
Jamelia Murphy-Knight, I think, medalist in the 4x4, the 400 hurdles in her age group. She should have the strength, but it looks like Victoria with Lily Bays will hand the baton over first to Zoe Brito Babapule, the winner of the 800 metres. Just in front of the Western Australians, but we've got the Queenslander, Lacey Taylor, needs to get herself up into contention. But it's Victoria, the 800-metre runner, striding out down the back straight. The Western Australian, Ellie Nagel, will cross first. And again, Victoria, super strong in these 4x4s. Western Australia, Queensland, South Australia and New South Wales. Imogen Russell there, running the second leg. With Brito Babapule now really stretching out this lead. Victoria look like if they keep this up, they're going to do it again. Another relay win.
Good strong finish from the New South Wales team, overtaking South Australia.
There we go. It's a battle in the minor placings there between Western Australia and Queensland. Cara Jardine and Indigo Butchop.
Clean changes.
And Cara Jardine from Queensland trying to chase down the third runner, Tess Kirasop Cole. It's a tough ask. It's a big, big lead. If she can get this back, it would be a very exciting race. They've got Ella Connolly, a 54-1 runner, to come. So if she can close this gap, it's going to be Ella Connolly versus Anna Musker. And she has closed the gap a little bit.
Yeah, it went from like 30 metres down to about 15.
Cara Jardine really closing this gap now, turning this race on its head.
They want gold.
They do want gold. Ella Connolly will receive the baton next for Queensland, and she will have to fight really hard to hunt down this Victorian team.
She's had a big week, so let's hope she can finish it with another great run.
That's Ella Connolly against Anna Musker, a 54-1 runner from Queensland, and she's already starting to close the gap now. It is a full 300 metres left to go, 300, and Ella Connolly just tucked in comfortably.
It's looking good for the Queensland team at this stage.
It is looking good. With around 200 metres left, Musker just a step in front of Connolly. Connolly now moving out and around. Looks like she's just tucking in there at the moment, not wanting to pass on the bend. It is tricky to pass on the bend when you're running full pace. Just doing enough. Ella Connolly now moving up on the side and powering past Anna Musker. She still needs to keep it going, and she has. Keep going, Ella. Anna Musker won't let her take it too much. But 3:45.54. Some very smart running
Absolutely
from Ella
smart.
Connolly.
Yeah, letting the Victorian athlete take the headwind down the back straight, just tucking in behind her and not kicking until she needed to down the home straight.
That's exactly right. Just letting her do the work.
Getting a 5th gold medal.
5 gold medals.
It's got to be a record.
4x1, 4x4, 1, 2 and 4. And very smart times in all of those races, as you can see on the relay. Just tucking in behind Musker from Victoria, and as they enter the straight, it is tricky to pass on a bend when you're going so fast. Opening up, and Musker still fighting, not letting it get away.
You could see the pain in the last 30 metres, but she got there and she did it.
Just doing enough to get the win for the Queensland team. And I can see Robbo down trackside talking to Ella for the 5th time this week.
That's right, and that's right. And the Queenslanders have done very well. Ella had a fantastic home leg there, but I want to talk to the other girls first about setting it up. How was the race?
Yeah, really good. I was just trying to catch the person in front of me.
You guys have been competing in individual events throughout the week, but what does it mean to come together as a unit in these relays and get the gold medal for Queensland?
It's just really good to be part of the team and just share it with other people.
And Ella, you're going to have to find space for one more medal in that suitcase. Have you got it there?
Yeah.
We're lucky. You look absolutely spent. What an amazing week you've had. Let's talk about the next Jess Thornton. We've seen her in action here. Ella Connolly absolutely on fire. That's the Queensland team nailing it. And we'll set things up for the next relay. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you very much, Robbo. 2 more events left on the track. The men's under 20 4x4 and the women's under 20 4x400 metres. We've got 5 teams in the next races and a big field in the women's. The national record for this men's under 20s, 3:04.74. And we're going to head to a break with plenty more action left on the track.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
Back again with only two more track events left in the program for the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. We had the Perth leg of the Australian Athletics Tour. Look at that, 38.1. It's not letting us get away with a little bit of cool weather. And we've still got a few more legs of the Open Australian Tour left, Ella.
That's true. We've got Sydney Track Classic and Brisbane Track Classic both on the same night. It's going to be a split event, and it's going to be great.
Got a head-to-head, and then only 2 weeks after that, we've got Easter in the middle, and then National Open Championships, but in the men's under-20s. On the inside, Victoria, Connor Fry, Daniel Fairhurst, Liam Procaccino, and Jake Hilson. From Queensland, Josiah McCarthy, Cooper Patterson, Andrew Imler, and Joseph Dang. From Tasmania, James Taranto, Jack Colgrave, Matthew Housey, and Dusty Rankin. From Western Australia, Patrick Benetti, Francis Dete, William McDonald, and Seaton Puzey. And from New South Wales, Benjamin Mackay, Terry Fragidakis, Matthew Crowe, and Alexander Fitzpatrick. And we're away in the penultimate event on the track. Leading off for Victoria, we have Connor Fry. For Queensland, Josiah McCarthy. For Tassie, James Taranto. Western Australia, Patrick Benetti. And from New South Wales, Benjamin Mackay. Benjamin Mackay there certainly put himself in a big lead. He can't see any of the athletes on his inside, but he is running very, very strongly. The stagger is deceiving, but that is a big lead as he enters the home straight. We'll have to see which team changes first. Terry Fragidakis will receive the baton next, but Connor Fry on the inside running very, very well. Remember, this is a 4x4. New South Wales just changing in front. Fragidakis from Fairhurst. And it looks like Western Australia in second place as they go to cut in. Fragidakis will cut first, but Fairhurst won't let him get away. We've got Francis Dede there from Western Australia and the Queenslander Cooper Patterson. The boys just settling in. The 4x4 as Dede from Western Australia tries to tack on.
It's cluster the first three at the moment. It's anyone's game for the gold.
And Fragidakis there really striding out. Fairhurst going with him. And we see a change there. We have Matt Crowe against Liam Procaccino. Matt Crowe, 4-hurdler, won the national title already this weekend. Running in third for Western Australia, William McDonald. Andrew Imler taking the baton for Queensland. And Matthew Housey, who's actually a decathlete, having a crack at the 400. He did the pole vault earlier this week. when he jumped against the likes of Curtis Marshall, Declan Carruthers and Angus Armstrong. But out in front, 150 metres left, Matt Crowe and Liam Procaccino fighting it out. New South Wales, a slight lead. Procaccino moving wide, a la Ella Connolly. And Procaccino's found another gear. And he's taking it away from Matt Crowe. Victoria going back into the lead. They didn't like what they saw last leg when they didn't win. And we've got Jake Hilson out in front now from Alexander Fitzpatrick. Dusty Rankin there waiting to receive the baton from Matt Hosey. But it's Victoria out in front, New South Wales. Victoria's been here before. Last race, just pipped at the line. See the boys just striding out down the back straight. 200 metres of pain left in this 4x4 for the under-20s. Meet record 3:11.83 by Queensland. And Fitzpatrick now starting to pull wide. He's going early. Could this be a repeat of the last 4x4? It's a head-to-head. New South Wales versus Victoria. Hilson versus Fitzpatrick. This is neck and neck. We hope the photo finish camera's working. Oh, I don't know what even happened then.
An absolute dive for the line by the New South Welshmen there, just to get there. Let's see what the photo finish says, and we can see if the Victorians were victorious or if New South Wales caused an upset.
What an absolute cracking finish there from Alexander Fitzpatrick. That was huge. I have absolutely no idea who took that out. Well, the photo finish guys are going to have their work cut out for them. And it looks like they've given it to Victoria there. 3:17.65 for lane 2. It's got to be 3:17.66. So Victoria has been named the champions. Very, very close. Let's have a look at that finish again.
This is insane. Ugh, so
luckily,
close.
That's why we have a camera on the inside and on the outside.
Get in. All right, we're going to have a chat in 10 seconds, boys. I'm just going to be...
Look at that. Victoria getting the job done. We got Robbo down there with the New South Wales and Victorian boys.
Thank you very much, Lynchy. Yeah, we've just heard the news coming across there. Would have to have been only a hair in it there. The Vics have got up, but we're going to have a chat with all the boys here as well. First of all, New South Wales, well done, lads. Strong finish there. Made it a great contest. How was the race from your perspective?
It was very hot. Tough race, but that was good fun.
And yourself?
Yeah, it was good to be out there with the boys. Yeah, it's just good.
All right, great work. What about these Vics over here? Let's come over and have a quick chat. Vics do it better. They keep telling me, and I keep having to interview you guys. Well done. Congratulations, but what about that for a tight finish?
Oh, unreal. Went into this race, didn't even know what to expect. It's a really close race in the end. Good fun.
What about that? What about that as a little bookend for the end of the championships? How's the energy levels feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment, but no, not really. I'm stuffed.
And yourself there coming home?
Yeah, it was good. Good run. Had to find a replacement, Jake, for Lawson Power, so he's done a very good job to fill his shoes.
Excellent work. Well done, boys. Thanks for putting on a fantastic show. Congratulations. We'll see you on the podium to get your medals very shortly. Back up to you, Lynchy. Not long to go now.
Yes, we got one more, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every state represented in this last event.
It's not often you see that.
No, we actually don't have any Northern Territory athletes competing here, so every state
that is here
and getting represented, and territories for those people from the ACT, they will be fully represented. Meet record for this one, 3:43.63.
It's been a massive weekend here, and I'm sure these girls competing in the 4x4 are excited to get it done.
It has been an absolutely huge week. Started on Tuesday, finishing on Sunday. South Australia on the inside. Sarah Kusterman, Emma Pienaar, Taylor Hand and Taylor Phyllis. Tasmania, Kaisha Hill, Laura McShane, Lily Castle and Courtney Stanley. From the ACT, Yvette Gibbon, Kira Bobbin, Ruby White and Cassandra Hopkins. New South Wales, Olivia Kaysen, Gabriella O'Grady, Tessa Constantine and Jess Thornton. From Victoria, Sophia Vergara, Georgia Hanson, Hilary McAdam and Sarah Billings. From Western Australia, Amy Brainbridge, Phoebe Laws, Brooke Rogers and Alana Jukic. From Queensland, Ruby Pandolfi, Scout Cook, Rhonda Burns and Gott Mull. So it'll be interesting to see a few of these runners here. We've got some already heading over to the World Under-20 champs. Alana Ukic anchoring Western Australia. Sarah Billings with Victoria and Jess Thornton. Though you could see these girls maybe possibly a 4x4 in the green and gold.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. It's great to see that all the girls, despite the 400 not being their pet event, still having a crack at the 4x4. You can see Gabriella O'Grady being a part of the New South Wales team, who is a hurdler predominantly and also 200-metre runner.
Yeah, she's had a tough weekend, O'Grady, and hopefully she can have one final huge dig out on the track and say maybe goodbye to Perth.
Not forever.
Not forever, no,
just
no.
for this weekend.
Yeah, just for this weekend.
It's very dramatic.
Road 3, Tasmania, Perth, the ACT, 5, New South Wales, 6, Victoria, 7, West Australia, Road 8, Queensland. League record for Victoria, 3:43.63, a set in 9.
National record, 3:30.38.
That is a smart time for under-20s.
That is, I know. So that is an Australian team. So if that gets broken by a state team, I'd be very, very impressed. Away in the final event on the track. The women's 4x4 in the under-20 age group, leading off for South Australia, Sarah Kusterman. Tassie has Kaisha Hill, the ACT, Yvette Gibbon. New South Wales, Olivia Kaysen, who was second in the 400 in the under-20 age group. Victoria, Sophia Vergara. West Australian, Amy Bainbridge. And for Queensland, Ruby Pandolfi.
Olivia Kaysen is really breaking this stagger, despite it being a difficult one to judge. She's just absolutely dominating the field at the moment.
Yeah, 54.80 has set a new PB in the 400-metre final. She's in shape this weekend, and she's proving it here. That is a big, big lead for the New South Wales team. Sophia Vergara now starting to fight back. There could be some selectors out here watching how these 4x4s go. And we've got Olivia Kaysen passing it to Gabriella O'Grady. That's a clean change, and New South Wales is going to have quite a big lead here. Running for second for Victoria, Georgia Hansen. 800-metre runner, coming fourth in the 800 metres already today. O'Grady's already run 2 200s in her program on this day already.
As well as the hurdles earlier in the week.
As well as a few extra hurdles, that's right. So it has been a big weekend for all of these athletes. Just controlling the race there, O'Grady out in front. Georgia Hansen, though, really starting to wind it up. That 800-metre, got speed versus endurance right here. Speed of New South Wales, endurance of Victoria. To come into the home straight. And O'Grady now turning on the pace, turning over those legs. And she's going to pass it on to Tessa Constantine, a 400-metre hurdler.
Great finish.
Victoria, Hillary McAdam.
New South Wales people.
WA there, still holding on to that minor placing there, holding on to the bronze. Brooke Rogers. But it's Tess Constantine out in front. This could be the first win for New South Wales. They lost by only 1/100th of a second to Victoria in the boys under-20s. And if Tess Constantine can get this baton out there, Jess Thornton should be able to take the victory here for Queensland. It would take a huge run from Sarah Billings, the 800-metre runner, who booked her spot to Poland already today. So we've got 2 Poland-bound athletes running the last legs of this 4x4. Jess Thornton for New South Wales. And Sarah Billings for Victoria, and the guys are just taking it easy at the moment.
Playing with each other.
Yeah, just trotting out. Thornton trusting her speed and her strength over the 400, and Billings knowing that she has the endurance.
When we'll just turn it on.
I don't know, but Alana Jukic at the moment from Western Australia. These girls not sure what's happening at the back here.
Massive run.
Coming back and wanting to fight back with these girls. Billings the first to make her move. Jess Thornton still holding onto the lead, and there she is, pumping the arms just a little bit quicker.
There we go.
And there is the class of the 400-metre runner. Jess Thornton pulling away from Billings. Just a bit of cat and mouse there.
Class running.
New South Wales, 3:45.86. Actually not too far away from that meet record. Alana Jukic finishing it off. So that was 3 Poland-bound athletes finishing off, going 1, 2, 3. And they will be teammates in a few months over in Poland.
Yeah, the Australian 4x4 team over in Poland is going to be awesome for the females.
I think those athletes you may have seen in the later stages there could see themselves named. See, they're just chilling at the moment here. 200 metres. Billings the first to make the move.
She knows she has to do it early and just trust her endurance. Just timed it perfectly though. Trusted her speed and kicks just now.
And you see those arms just wind it up over a few steps and just pull away from the field. All class running there from Jess Thornton. She's got herself another gold medal. 3 gold medals for Jess. That is excellent running. We got Robbo with finally a New South Wales team.
We did it, Lynchy. We finally got there, and here's the New South Wales girls. Yes, they've got the gold medal here in the final event of the championships. Girls, how's it feel?
Fantastic. So good. Bring home gold. Yeah, it was great.
And Jess?
I'm buggered.
You're allowed to be. You're all allowed to be. Great work. We'll let you go and enjoy getting your medals very shortly. That's the New South Wales Blues. They've got the win there in the final event here. And Sarah and Jess Thornton is all thumbs up. Back up to you, Lynchy.
We're going to have a break in a second and come back to give our final farewells to the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
To be famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.
Here we are again for the final time, the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. And it's been a huge, huge championships. Ella, how do you think the athletes will be feeling right now?
I think they'll be feeling really relieved. There will be a lot of really happy athletes, stoked with their performances. They may have got a few PBs, a few qualifiers. There will be athletes that are disappointed, but there is always next year. There's always another season. And as a junior, there's nothing better than to just keep coming at it. Mossy and Robbo, what do you guys think of the weekend?
It's been absolutely amazing, Ella. It's been a huge week, as you've said, and so many events that we've witnessed, so many great performances as well. And the thing that I guess I'm most excited about is giving away over 25 of the little Polish flags. Here's the big one, and we've really started to fill up that bus to Bydgoszcz, which is fantastic. That's going to fill up. We're going to see 50, 60, 70 people on that team, hopefully, when the team is fully announced. So some great performances there. And this is the future of running, jumping and throwing and walking here in Australia. A lot of talent out there, Mossy.
Well, that's the thing, I guess. The spread of talent is not just across the under-20s, but all the way down to the 14s, 15s, and right through. And it was just fantastic to see so many different, people out there just competing and doing well. And let's not forget, it's not always about the winners as well. It's those who come here and get personal bests. And we saw that, as I talked about earlier, Alicia Burnett with the 183, in a qualifier. So for me, there's been, many, many great stories within the story. But as always, Athletics Australia put on a sensational event here over in Perth.
And a lot of the great sportsmanship as well. We saw in the men's javelin today, Connor Warren there, willing home his competitors. We've seen group hugs, we've seen high fives, we've seen some hard times as well, people bouncing back from that. But all range of emotions, but a celebration of what is one of the greatest sports on earth. And thank you for joining us for the ride. And I'm going to send it back up to Lynchy and Ella to wrap things up.
Thank you, fellas. Well, that's a wrap from the 2016 Australian Junior Athletics Championships here in Perth. We trust you've enjoyed the coverage, and congratulations to all the participants and their coaches. We hope you've enjoyed the event. Tune in next Saturday night for a double dose of action from the Sydney Track Classic and then the Queensland Track Classic. A big thank you to my co-commentator Ellen Nelson and also to Mossy and Robert for their trackside insights. I'm Matt Lynch, and you've been watching the 2016 Australian Junior Championships. Bye for now.
Western Australia is extraordinary. Experience it this March. Discover hundreds more events and start experiencing now at westernaustralia.com/events.
Famous for my face. I want to be famous for my heart.